Oh.
We're going. Oh, I clicked the
My
button, so
character
we're
believes
going
in
live
the,
now.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
Oh, hello.
I clicked the button on accident.
Wow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Disaster Tour. Now Fugi Tech free. It's splendid.
Now Fugi Tech free.
We're free, everybody.
We're free.
We're free. No more Fugi Tech issues. Anyways, welcome back to the Disaster Tour. I'm PT, your Disaster Tour Guide. And this is Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, the long-running campaign where our wonderful party tries to save the world again and again and again and again and again. It just can't. It just doesn't seem to go right.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
That's my fault. I'm the problem, not them.
No.
I'm the problem, it's me.
Well, thank God.
Thank
now I
you.
know. Now I know in
I was-
character that God hates us.
I was worried it was me specifically. I know I only just showed up, but I was getting worried.
Yeah.
What the heck just happened?
You changed several different colors, and then the green
PT don't
screen came
don't
back.
want to be here no more.
Yeah. PT said
I'm out.
It's enough.
I'm out.
It's enough slices.
Okay, I just need
You
that
are
to
simply
be
a
on.
wall with a dragon's head.
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
trying to figure out why it's not working the way it normally does. It's like the color key got messed up or something, and I really don't know what to do with that. So, you get to just see stuff today. Anyways, welcome back to BCH. Thank you to Term for the raid, and Sky for the 15 months.
Yeah.
You are halfway to achieving my power in your channel.
That's true.
But we started a little late, so we're just gonna get right into it. The question of the day is, what is your character's favorite memory and how has it shaped them?
Oh.
I know, we're starting off
Yeah.
with a banger today. First we have
Okay.
Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Ulfast, played by...
Hold the fuck up. You're making me go first? Wait.
It
You
Fuck.
always go first.
I don't-
You're in the
Like-
position now.
You're in the first
fuck,
position now.
Fuck.
The cows are stacked now instead of next to each other.
hmm
They needed
Fuck.
some distance, they kept
uh,
fighting.
Yeah.
It's me, Brando, and I was clearly ready for this question. I think it was the moments. I think it was the battle with Lulin's uncle, but it was probably like the moments leading up to it.
Or his
Starting
favorite memory?
Well, starting with seeing his little sister before going into battle, becoming victorious, and then literally connecting continents.
Would have thought it would have been, the birth of his kids or something, but...
I mean,
Or his
yes.
marriage.
He doesn't know
Maybe.
if that's real or not anymore.
I mean, what about his marriage, though? That's like,
Well, they didn't technically get married to our knowledge
Yeah,
either.
there's
He
no.
fought for her hand and then vanished, technically.
Fair.
I understand.
When that
We
wedding
don't-
when that wedding scene happens, my answer is going to change. But for now, it's
Mhm.
the leading up to Lulin destroying and finally getting rid of that weight off of his shoulders, and then connecting worlds.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf blizzard from Zrea, played by...
Played by Isaac. I am a very boring human. That's all you need to know about me.
Mm.
But I think Elliot's favorite memory, he holds a lot of solace into in an early event, some may remember, when he was just playing around as a dog with his good buddy Lulin near a pond,
Aw.
and
Aw.
we saved a dude.
How has that shaped him?
It makes him happy when he thinks about it.
Aww.
We don't get a lot of that, so, you gotta hold on to the things you got.
Then we have Newsin Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Ulfast, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea, and Newton is shaped by a lot of memories. I mean, a big one is getting the new name, I think, for obvious reasons. It's a lot of pain lifted off of her. But also, I think getting her memories back after the red pit, like the memory of going from not knowing who Lyra was to like retrieving those memories and having that like positive, like, I know who you are back was massive. So I'm going with that one. It changed her perspective, I think, a lot.
Nice. And last but not least, we have Karak Arim, the Furbolg Warlock from Alania, played by...
Hello, my name is Terminian Link VT, and Karak's favorite memory, current, they don't have many before they got in the stone, and they only have a week's worth after. So the best is probably getting out of the stone, because it means that there's, that it meant that they got to meet all these new people that they consider their closest friends now. And
That's all you've got for now.
Who
Who knows what's coming?
Nice.
Yeah, true. Who knows?
Hopefully better friends.
Yeah,
And
Look,
Purple Fire
Some of
Kitty,
us are
I'm
better
really
friends than
not
others.
surprised that Lyra dying wasn't mentioned in the favorite memories.
yeah.
But as for how that shaped him, as far as he can tell, there's something different about this run through that is different because he is different. So,
Mm-hmm.
damn it shaped him somehow.
Fair. And then go ahead and roll me your D100s
So
to see which
true.
NPC you get to ask about their favorite memory.
Oh my god. That was rough.
Or do we
Kirk.
ju- Alright. Lulin, which
5.
NPC do you want to know about? Or do we just all want to ask them every week? You all get
Yeah.
to choose an NPC?
Yeah.
Lulin, who do you want to know the answer from?
I want to know maze breakers.
Oh, Mazebreaker's favorite memory was stealing the gods away, for sure. And it shaped him into
Big
an
fan
asshole.
of that one.
And a hammer. Elliot, who do you want to know about?
How about Lyra's mother?
Oh, Lyra's mother's favorite memory was the day Lyra was born.
And every other day subsequently whenever she was alive.
Damn. Fair.
I only cared about you when you were born. Every other day, kind of mid.
And that surprisingly shaped her into a lot less of a rebel. Newsen, who do you want to know about?
I mean, I feel like... Okay, I'm torn between two. Because there's real information that could be gleaned if I ask about Roran, but also I kind of want to know about Nimblet.
Nimblet's favorite memory was meeting a new friend who rode on his nose.
Yeah! Yippee! Yeah!
And it shaped him because he knew he would not get caught again.
So true. No one will ever take my boy from me.
And Karak, who do you want to know about?
I gotta know about Mira Karak. I gotta know what their favorite memory is. I gotta know.
When you ask about yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can't ask about yourself.
Okay, understandable. Velkin Bora then.
Ooh. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Velkin's favorite
right?
memory is when Newsom put him in the bag and he was finally free of a person he didn't like.
Me too, bitch!
Greg!
Oh my god, Greg said
No.
singular digits is not acceptable for rerolls.
Greg really
Singular
did.
digits?
Yeah, we were down to
You're
8.
at 8.
How?
The other campaign,
because-
because the rerolls are not exclusive to your campaign.
They
Yeah,
happen in the fires of Eureka, right?
yeah.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. Where did we leave off? I believe you were still sitting at the party. If I do remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, Karak just got back from talking to the other ambassador and has no idea what they did. Meanwhile, Lulin is just
Oh
like, I got a
yeah, you
one.
accidentally rizzed them up. I forgot about that.
If I had a nickel for every time this happened, I'd have, weirdly enough, 3 nickels, and that's real weird.
2 would have been weird enough, but 3?
God
My
damn.
God.
3 is
Take-
spooky.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Caked up on a fuck afternoon.
As you're all just kind of hanging out at this secret meeting.
I'm using my scary dog
Yeah.
privilege.
I feel like party is a bit of an overstatement, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Arrangement for overthrowing the throne engagement.
consider 2.
Yes. Well, don't you have to like? Isn't that like the act? Well, no. I guess planning it is part of the act of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. All right. You know.
And it's kind of like a party in that you throw a coup.
Did you fix your sheet so I can update you yet, Brando?
Yes? Question mark?
You did. Okay, perfect.
Yay!
All right. As you're kind of sitting here, is there anybody else you want to talk to?
That is a wonderful question.
That is a wonderful question. My answer is no. But I didn't want to talk to anybody in the first place, so.
Karak already had a lovely conversation, and he's going to quit while he's ahead. It's not often that that happens. Usually there's some offense taken at some point.
Lulin? Elliot?
I don't think. No, I don't think Lulin has wants to really talk to anybody. He's very out of his comfort zone.
I think Elliot is sort of keeping an eye on things. Like seeing who's talking to who, taking note of like who's talking to the people he knows he's aligned against, stuff like that.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Got
Who
it,
is the
boss man.
most cooey?
Well, clearly the most pooey is the lady we talked to last time.
Well, that's true. Okay, who's second most cooey?
Oh, you said cooey. I thought you said pooey. I was like, all right, going right for the potty talk, I see.
Yes. Who's the most pooey? That's what I need to know in my life today.
All right. So it seems that as you're kind of looking around the room, it seems like the Gallandels are definite. Well, at least Lyra Gallandel definitely seems to be talking to more soldiers, military, mercenaries, people throughout the city who would have combat experience. Well, it seems like a lot of the other nobles that are here are almost here as if it's a social gathering more than what it is actually for. Like, it seems like there's a fair number of nobles who aren't actually taking it all that seriously.
They're just here to hang out.
Just kind of the, well, we couldn't afford not to be here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you're watching around the room, you see a man in robes walk up and sit down next to Lyra Gallandel and begin discussing something with her. And you rolled that's a 21. You notice
What
that
family color are the robes?
they are not a family color. On the clasped to the left shoulder of his robes, you see a brooch in the style of a world tree.
Interesting. So does he have religious whack job vibes?
I wouldn't say whack job vibes, but he's definitely got, like, priest vibes.
Cool.
Preacher vibes.
His vibes are that of a priest.
Look, priest vibes are pretty specific. I have a pretty good idea of what this person would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
You know?
seem to be an older elf with kind of gray. Notably, their hair's cut short. It's not worn long like many elves. Yourself included.
Is there any chance of lip reading?
Ooh. I'm gonna have you roll investigation at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
You don't know how to read lips, do you? If you can give me a good justification for why Elliot can read lips, I'll let you
That's
roll
not
it
worth
normally. That's fine. That's
Isaac
double
gave that up
18s.
so fast.
That's double 18s. For a
Damn.
total of 32.
Jesus.
The gist of the conversation from the
Elliot's just good at things. He doesn't need a reason.
That's
Sorry,
true.
go on.
the gist of the conversation, from what you can seem to gather, is they seem to be discussing the position the commoners would take if the military attempted to attack the city, and after a little while of conversation, their conversation turns to other threats to the cause. As you see your name pass Lyra Gallandel's lips as they both kind of glance over to you.
Is that right? Do they see that I am watching them?
They do, and they stop talking.
Just the casual head nod.
Mm-hmm. Like, I saw what you said.
I heard my name. That's wild.
I've seen it.
The priest, after seeing that you've been talking to them, stands up and kind of just starts walking through the crowd, conversing with people. As Lyra and her guards all stand up and begin making their way for the door.
Interesting.
Run away.
So the people side with the military is the vibe I'm getting.
If not the people themselves, at least a portion of the Church of the World Tree. Maybe not
Right.
siding, but actively conversing with.
Yeah.
You get the distinct feeling that there's definitely more there, but you're not quite sure how, well, pardon the pun, but how deep the roots go.
I will not pardon that particular pun, actually.
I agree. I won't pardon it either.
You get a kudos from me, PT.
The same. So it's 2-2. Get fucked.
It's even out.
Elliot's gonna seek out the priest.
Newsom will go along with him.
Theme.
As you make your way, I almost put Lulin back on, or Lyra back on the map.
Oh no.
As you make your way, you find him
Spirit,
talking to
spirit.
Lady Illyrana Silverenth.
Imagine talking to Lady Illyrana Silverenth. Yikes.
Do you want me to kind of recoup what you know about the Silverenth house?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Okay. House Silverenth gains most of their nobility from the fine arts. Art, music. They're really big on elven culture. Lady Illyrana is around 250 years old, so relatively young to be the head of a house. She has long, flowing silver hair and expressive, deep-set eyes. And she's always dressed in, like, the finest clothing that she can get her hands on. Like I said, relatively young to be the matriarch of an elven house, but you would know that both of her parents died in a plague that happened about 200 years ago.
Damn, she was only 50 years old when her parents died. Fuck.
That's rough, buddy.
Damn, I was
That's
only
rough.
800 then.
Yeah.
As you approach,
So
you
true.
kind of you overhear them cough.
Oh.
You overhear them talking about what seems to be the Silveronth family's recent donations to some of the temples that have been set up around the city by the church.
Oh my god, they're religious too? Jeez.
Oh yes, no.
Tithing.
More than happy to provide artwork. I mean, you can't have a house of worship without something for the people to want to come see. Yes, well, we do thank you for your contribution. Lord Burning Oak. Is there something that we can help you with?
Well, I just thought I'd come over and say hi.
Ah, well, hello to you as well.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a chance to introduce ourselves to each other. I'd hate for word of rumor to be our primary knowledge of each other.
Oh, well, rumors are not to be taken lightly, but they don't mean anything in the end. Of course.
It's true.
Ah, but it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Elder Alderon Greenleaf.
Alderon,
Yes.
pleasure to meet you.
I can assure you, my lord, the pleasure is all mine.
Yeah.
I was simply talking with Lady Silveranth about some of the more illustrious pieces they've donated recently. They brought in quite a bit of money. They've helped fund many of our soup kitchens. We have several of them hanging in the temples we've begun to erect throughout the city, although they're really nothing more than homes and businesses that have opened themselves to our order.
Well, I mean, as I think Elliot sort of turns and just, let me extend my thanks as well. Feeding the people is a noble cause.
Well, of course. I mean, it is just as important to feed their bodies as it is to feed their minds and their souls.
Yes, I agree. I
I
mean,
mean, what would elven culture be without art and music? It would be nothing but bloodshed.
I can't agree more. We need far more reasons to unite than we have right now, I think.
Yes, these troubling times have taken a toll on the spirit of our city, but I'm sure we will recover.
Oh, I agree. I mean, hardship breeds creativity. Not that I would wish it upon anyone, but I imagine there will be some great pieces from the trials of the last few years.
Oh, well, as much as I hate to use the term tortured artist, they do seem to produce some remarkable work. As she kind of leans over your shoulder at looking at Newson's face as she reacts to this.
Oh yeah.
Was
I mean,
something
her
I
arms
said
were
wrong?
already.
Yeah, now that you have an avatar, I can actually react to your
My
emotions.
facial expressions.
Did I say something wrong? I seem to have offended your friend here.
I don't
Speak your
think
mind,
that.
Newsom.
Hmm.
I said, speak your mind.
I don't think that torture is necessary for art.
Oh no,
Shouldn't be necessary for anybody, personally.
dear, tortured artist is just a phrase.
Is it?
Of course,
Hmm.
we're not
You know,
Gallandels.
yeah, well, the Gallandales seem to think it's a necessary part for allegiancy. Or so I hear.
Yes, well, not all of us believe in leadership through pain.
I hope not. It
But
doesn't make for very happy people.
of course, I mean, of course, we want to make sure that the people are more than welcome to do their art in the safest way they can. I mean, We've been running the Cultural Fund for almost 400 years in an effort to ensure that there are always elven artists changing the world.
Yes, of course. I mean, I saw plenty of people in Apud that were raised up by the program.
Of course, some of the finest casters to come out of elven society were recognized because of their art first. In fact, I believe I've heard rumors from one of our teachers there that you took, oh, what was it? I believe it was a statues class that you quite excelled in.
Well, I mean, physical sculpting is much easier than. I wasn't much for books, let's say.
No, but they said that your use of mold earth to create statues was exquisite.
Yes, that is one spell I do believe I've mastered.
Lulu like nods his head in agreement. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
can't confirm.
But if magic is the practice of changing the world, art is the practice of putting our souls into it. Souls which
True.
the Church of the World Tree seems to be attempting to foster.
Yes.
Whatever brings the
True.
common man comfort.
And food. And homes. And anything they should need.
Well, those are all comforts, are they not?
Are they comfort or are they necessity?
You don't have to be comfortable to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but can comforts and necessities not be the same thing, Lord Burning Oak?
I'd like to believe they are, but I don't know that people see it that way. When you say I would like to deliver a comfort to the people, it's not as well received as the necessities.
Yes, well, the necessities are crucial, but me and the rest of our congregation would also like to ensure that they are as comfortable in the next life as in this one.
I don't disagree.
But I'm sure you didn't come here to talk donations.
Why not?
Well,
I think soup kitchens are a fantastic cause.
from everything
having a place to feed the people.
From everything I've heard about you, it sounded like you're much more utilitarian, so to speak.
Is there not utility in having what you need?
There is. Did you come over to make a donation yourself? The church,
Well, I mean,
the church is open to
There's
anyone's
a
coin.
conversation to be have about potentially opening my home to meals, bringing people in who need to be fed.
Just the fulfillment of one's physical needs, or the spiritual as well?
Well, I think the physical needs are a great start, are they not?
Well, they are, but there's no point to continuing the existence of... As he kind of like seems to stop and think about what he's saying, because I'm thinking about how to say it.
Yup.
Well,
How dare you remove the third wall? No, fourth wall. No. One of the walls.
Wall.
while living is crucial, what is the point of surviving if there is nothing to live for? If you cannot live for this life,
Well,
we should assist them in living for the next.
I think I'd rather help them live for this one.
Well, of course, and religion brings that fire to many of their lives.
I don't doubt it.
Well, it was wonderful meeting you, Lord Burning Oak.
You as well.
I will.
I do hope we can talk again.
Oh, I'm sure we will. But I'll leave you in Lady Silverant's good company.
Of course.
I have a mass I must go prepare for. You understand.
Of course, yes.
As he kind of like turns away and starts heading out. Interesting lot those priests are, aren't they?
Oh, very.
Have you been to any of their sermons?
I can't say that I have. I'm more interested than ever now.
Oh, well. I'm sure you'll be able to find them screaming their beliefs on the streets. Seems to be happening more and more lately.
Well, it would seem more people are listening.
Yes, well, if I can be candid with you, Lord Burnagoak,
Please do.
we've been making donations to the church more out of fear that they'll start speaking against us than anything else. After all, we're patrons
I
of
see.
arts and music. It would not take a religious organization much to say that those things were blasphemous.
It's true. I do wonder what brings them to that religion in such numbers. You know,
Yes,
I worry if it's us. Are we pushing them towards something else? Away from the families?
well, would that truly be
I mean-
would that truly be the worst thing?
I don't know. I mean, I think out of the frying pan into the fire is not an improved situation.
No? And what fire is it that you see brewing beneath the pan?
The trees. The people who say they talk to them. I've interacted with a few of the trees.
That you've spoken to them yourself?
doesn't-
I did not take you as the religious type.
Well, to be honest, I barely got a word in before I nearly died. They are a mental power to behold. And then I don't mean metaphorically. But I do worry those who, and he's like air quotes, speak to the northern tree are misleading its goals.
If it's a mental powerhouse, as you said, perhaps less than misleading, they don't understand them at all.
It's definitely possible. But if there is to be a change, I do hope it is for the betterment of the people.
Well, of course. I feel like this conversation has gotten rather dark. Shall we turn to lighter matters?
I would love to.
I hear you've recently acquired a new manor on the western side of the city.
Yes, I have.
Well, as the newest noble house, you're more than welcome to come by the art gallery anytime you wish. We'd be more than happy to loan you out any pieces you wish to show in your home.
Oh, interesting. That's a wonderful offer. I'll make sure to stop by.
Phenomenal. Your uncle has been quite persistent that you meet my daughter regardless, so I'll make sure she's there to give you a tour.
Of course. Thank you. He's quite a persistent man,
Yes,
even if misguided.
Yes. Is there anything else you wish to ask about? I'm sure. I mean, I know you were raised in Elven society, but I'm sure there's still some things that are new to you. And from one house with little power to another, I'm sure we can give you some tips on how to navigate in a pond where there are much bigger fish.
Really, the best strategy is to not be a fish.
Oh, and what do you see yourself as?
I don't know. Ideally, an observer, but I fear that, like in many places in my life, I will act before I understand everything.
Hmm. She doesn't really know where to go with that.
Yeah, and that's fine. Ellie will sort of like pick up on that and meander away.
All right. What was everyone else doing while he was having the rest of this conversation after the priest left?
I'm curious where else the priest, like, did they just leave completely?
It
Did they go
seems
talk
like
to other
after being
houses?
confronted by Elliot, he made for the door.
Okay, okay. Um, he wasn't he didn't look familiar, right? Like, not one of the people that we interacted with when we did actually go to
He was
one of
not one of
their
the people from
little
the temple,
meetings.
no.
Okay. Okay. Other than that, I'm just mean mugging.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a general don't fuck with me vibe.
Hmm.
I think Leland's gonna like
Always.
lean into like news and be like, "So, fuck's up with this religion about the trees?"
All right. I forgot you weren't technically actually here. There's a world. I mean, I don't know. I assume you know. There's a world tree up in the desert. There's a whole religion founded around that tree, and that's why it's like isolated from everyone. Nobody goes there unless they're making a religious journey. But their whole shtick is like find comfort in the shade of the world tree kind of thing. And everybody, all of the higher ups, claim to be able to like speak to the tree, but nobody below is allowed to like interact with it. So it's pretty suspicious. And when we went, we went to one of their like smaller meetings and asked some questions, but they didn't. It wasn't. It didn't go bad. It just didn't go good. You know, kind of like most religions when you ask questions, they don't like love trying to actually explain what's going on there.
Got it.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the vibe. I'm just saying. I don't think a religion should need art to bring people in. If they don't, why do you need an exterior gimmick to the religion? You gotta draw them in before you can convince them to even believe in your shit. Like, not a very good religion.
and also, I don't want to sound against what they're saying, but like, you kind of need to feed your people if you want them to believe in it.
Yeah,
A good
I
body is a good mind, and you gotta have to have a good one first.
yeah. Well, also the idea that I mean, I'm a little eh about what's her face that we were just talking to. Saying that it's better for the religion to be taking care of them. Like, why these houses have so much money and so much power, and they can't even deign to make sure everybody's taken care of. They'd rather foist that off to some religion that's going to take advantage of them.
And they plan a coup to collect more power and leave the people even less represented.
Absolutely.
Then gives them more money, and blah 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 blah. The
I
cycle,
think
the cycle goes on.
they're underestimating the fanaticism that can be like, I mean, she thinks that tithing to this church is going to stop them from turning the masses against them, but if the masses don't have any reason to love them, the church can do whatever they want. It's just on a wing and a prayer. seems to me like it would make a lot more sense to just actually be of value to the people. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe we're all a little too altruistic for this place.
I mean, I could attempt to try and communicate with the voice in the trees. I have before.
Yeah.
I haven't asked the question of whether they're an actual god or not. I can.
I would love to know.
Yeah.
I don't think right. I don't know if I have to be near the roots or near the trees to commune, but when we're not in a situation like this, I can give it a try. When I'm a little bit more peaceful and commute with nature.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know if, I mean, I kind of get the vibe that it's all hooey, but it's they were very clear that it's extremely uncommon to talk to the tree and that it's all kind of trickle down information. So it only takes one corrupt leader to change the entire conversation.
Can I roll insight against that, PT? Against insight against the religion itself? Or would you rather
If
have
you
a
explain
religion
to
roll?
me how,
So Lula's trying to find insight of whether or not why nobody else should commune with the trees, and why only the priests or other titles can only commune with that. When
the bigger
tree
thing
is
I'm getting at is,
a shared thing.
are you rolling insight based just off the information the party has told you?
Yes. Or would you rather that be a religion
No, you
roll?
can make an insight roll.
I mean, we
Okay.
gave you pretty biased information.
Yeah,
so.
but Lulin's also open. 16.
Well, a part of it could be that you know that you and several of your party members have communicated with the World Tree, and outside of you, most of them almost died.
Yeah.
So, to the best of your knowledge, based off the biased information the party has given you, if it is a valid religion, it's probably because only those who are the most experienced and devout in the religion can survive the encounter. Just like you, as the paladin at the start, were the only one who came away from your conversation with the World Tree with the least repercussions.
Noted. Yeah. When emotions and things are down, there's free time. I can attempt to communicate with it from afar.
Yeah. Might not be a bad plan.
I've never communicated with. I've never chosen. Well, I've never purposefully communicated with the tree so far away. So, first time for everything.
Can't hurt to give it a shot. Well, I guess it can, but hopefully it won't.
I mean, if there's any merit to it, it shouldn't really matter how far you are from them.
Well,
right?
I mean, technically they base the whole. I mean, the city of Zoit is the hub of that religion, and it's based around being physically close to the World Tree, I suppose. So it could, but like I said, it's worth a try.
Sure. I can do that again later.
He did skedaddle on out of here pretty quickly after you confronted him, Elliot.
Definitely seems a bit suspicious.
They don't like questions, like I said.
I don't know that they don't. I don't know that they like me.
Well,
I like you.
what could they not
Lulu.
like about you? You're so charming.
Ruffles your hair a little bit.
They don't like that you're rocking the boat.
They don't like that you're
well.
walking with us.
Well, I mean,
It's an easy boat to rock.
they've got thousands of years of families that fell into line, and You said no, and they don't know how to deal with that right now.
Mhm.
Well, I guess
Yeah, well.
they only know one way to deal with it.
Dissent in one family is a threat to all of them, so.
Hmm.
Probably not that strong of a family then.
Well,
This is
I
the real
mean,
it's
reason
not a
your uncle
family,
wants to
it's
hook you up with
royalty.
somebody.
I mean,
What is that, Grok?
like I was saying, if a single person falling out of line is enough to break an entire organization, was it even worth the organization it had to begin with? The power that it held?
You're not wrong.
Hey, Karak,
Well,
roll a
Wisdom
wisdom save.
No,
Yeah.
jeez. Here we go.
That was
I mean-
aggressive.
I know. Hey, Karak.
Karak,
You're killing it, though.
as you're saying this,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
a flash of deja vu of you standing in front of some other hunters having this exact same conversation as you ready weapons to go after a building that is in the distance.
Croc kind of just rubs his temple, just being like, this bureaucracy is getting to me.
And me too, man. It gives me headaches, too. That's why it's on the list. Is it just kind of
Roll
like...
deception, Karak.
Of course.
Anybody who wants to can roll insight.
I mean, I'm directly engaging in the conversation, so I assume I would like
Yeah.
it. Actually, you know what? Karak told me point blank he wasn't lying to me this morning, so I have no reason to assume he's not. Or that he is. You know what I mean.
Elliot,
So,
you get to
I
roll
know-
insight and advantage because you kind of know.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I'm like, Karak confided in Elliot. Yep.
You know
Oh,
that
God.
is absolutely a fucking lie.
Newson's just nodding and agreeing.
Lulin,
Yeah, damn.
you also pick up the fact that this has nothing to do with bureaucracy. You saw for like a split second as Karak's eyes darkened before he rubbed his temple.
I think while Karok's like rubbing his temple, I think Lulin's gonna like shoot an eye towards Elliot and Newson.
See if either of them picked up on it.
Yeah.
Elliot, what is the
Newson did
look on
not.
your face as you kind of know the truth about this? Not the whole
I think
truth,
Elliot
but
sort of has a flash of concern, but like realizing that he's trying to conceal it, sort of tries to hide that.
Yeah. Like
Elliot,
there's-
roll a deception check. Okay,
I
what do
don't-
you say, boss?
I don't need you to roll it. I was just going to ask if you think it was if the
Oh.
flash of concern was over before Lulin glanced at you.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
he's trying to hide
He was
it.
trying
so...
to deceive it.
All right, we're going to
Yeah.
keep Lulin's insight. Roll me deception, Elliot.
All right,
Just
that's
so we
what
don't
I
have to
put
do a
up,
whole set of another nat
Wow.
20. You're hiding it perfectly.
Damn.
yeah. Ideal.
1 in 400 chance that you rolled 2 in a row.
Popping off, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'd like to argue for popping off. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
I'd like to argue that this man is, in fact, popping off.
Newson and Elliot look completely unfazed.
Noted. Then Lulin's coming to assume he's the only one that knows.
How wonderful a simple deception check can completely split a party.
I mean, Lulin's not gonna press or do anything about it. He just knows that information. He's just gonna keep it for a later date.
Oh,
Thinks you're
God.
not lying, doesn't know you're lying, knows you're lying, thinks they know you're lying, thinks they know you're lying, doesn't know you're lying. That is the 3 other party members
Yeah.
right now.
Karak knows they're
I
lying.
feel like you forgot the fourth party member.
The fourth party
Dead.
member is the person lying. That's their title. Lying.
On.
Dead.
Oh, I
I
thought
think,
you meant
I
like.
think they were talking about Lyra.
Technically,
Yeah.
technically, both
I
of the
was
other
talking
party.
about
Yeah.
Lyra.
Technically,
Dead.
both of the other party members are lying. One of them's lying flat on the ground, and the other one's lying to your face.
I'm fucking
Ideal.
leaving. Oh my god. I can't be here anymore. I have to go. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna walk away.
This is the best part of these new models.
Exactly.
You can just
I'm sorry.
outright leave.
I can't be here anymore.
I'm uncomfortable with the energy we've made in the studio.
Yeah, exactly. All right, fine. I'll come back. Just for now.
Did you bring snacks?
I brought manatee. Is that good enough?
Oh, cute.
It
I
is
mean,
not
I've
enough.
I've never had manatee
It's not.
before, so.
Well, okay. Look, Lyra's the only person who understood that I love these ugly, cute things. Okay, nobody else understands me.
So what are you doing now?
I was about to argue, and now I'm like, no, Karok's first experience with the manatee was them being big and eating everybody, so he really doesn't understand.
Yep.
It's like, what do you mean? Gentle? No.
He's my boy. My boy! That's my son! Anyway.
So what are you doing now?
Oh, Elliot. Was there any other parties we wish to commute with?
I feel like we probably have a pretty good handle on this particular situation.
Because
I think I'd rather go on.
We've talked to the angry militants.
Yes.
We got the rocks guys.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to a trade ambassador.
Oh, yeah?
Where?
They were just over there.
Here's the looks.
She's still looking at us.
Yeah, she's still looking.
He's like side-eyeing Karok like every 30 seconds, seeing if he's looking back at her.
Karok has no idea
Karok,
this
why
is
don't you?
happening.
Why you should turn around and point her out.
Well, yeah, they're and Karok just like looks around the room and points over in that direction. It's like, that's them.
When he points, her face goes bright red as she like ducks behind someone.
Oh, you talked to her. Got it.
Yeah,
got it.
They're
Yeah.
Karak, you dog.
They're Ambassador Star Watcher. They're a trade ambassador. They seemed very interested about where I'm from.
Yeah, I
guess
bet they were.
most people would. It's
Were
been...
they interested in where you're staying right now as well?
No, we mainly just talked about trade. We talked about why we were here and what we were hoping to get out of it. I talked
But
about
you would be
Elliot.
interested in where you were staying.
Yeah, I bet you would be too. Should let her know.
Karok's gonna roll insight on their entire party, being like, I don't know what. Trying to piece together.
Roll insight.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. There we go. Yeah, he doesn't know shit.
I'm sorry, what?
He is as
shit.
he is as clueless as ever. Also, Flam, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Fleas.
The 2 nat 20s and then a nat 0.
A nat 0, everybody.
A nat 0 to know that you have Riz.
Yeah, Fleas, welcome to the stream. Please pick a Minotaur and hop on.
No, I don't want fleas.
You
stay
still think
away.
the dog could have fleas.
The dog could also have fleas.
Yeah, it's a nat 0.
I will not be letting the dog in.
I'm that bad at insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karok is oblivious.
Croc has no idea.
Not the nat 0.
Lillian's gonna
Croc is
like
just
lean
confused.
into Lillian's gonna lean into news and yeah, I wonder what her intentions are. He's gonna elbow into your side.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should tell her where we're staying. I mean, like, I don't know anything about Karok's preferences personally, but like,
Out of character. They prefer white women, apparently.
Someone from God's fucking clip that.
You can't just fucking say that!
You really can.
Oh my god. Chad, if you wanted an unhinged episode today,
Today's the
damn
day.
as well
Today's the day.
fucking- you got it.
It's a day for sure.
Term no,
Listen, you
term
make
yes.
so many white woman jokes. I had to get one myself. I had to make a joke.
I mean, well, you can get one yourself.
Okay. Reset.
Don't worry, I'm clipping it.
Perfect. I'll throw that up on
I'm
TikTok.
featuring it.
Hi,
Gonna
TikTok.
go straight. Everybody.
Oh,
on
you're
the
modded.
TikTok's
You
first
can feature that.
I'm featuring it. I marked it as featured.
Everybody's first interaction to Karak on TikTok.
Mhm.
He prefers white.
Oh god, you're gonna have to go back and get all of my white woman references now.
I really am.
No, I've said that's the PT.
Oh,
That's a lot of
gotta-
that's a lot of white
That's a
women
lot.
You
references.
gotta find at least one.
okay. Anyway,
Oh
Yeah,
my
Karak, you have no idea why they're being so weird right now.
I think the bureaucracy is getting dull of you guys too. Do you think it might be good to leave?
I mean, I
Like if you're
probably ought to
good.
stick around and keep an eye on things.
Oh,
I'd
fair,
like to know
fair.
who's talking to who. It seems there's only a couple serious takers on the whole
fair.
overthrow our government.
Mhm. Just don't overexert yourself. Or any of you. I would rather you not. You know,
I'm
This
sitting in
stuff
a chair,
gets
Karak.
tiring.
How could I possibly overexert myself?
like just emotionally, mentally. There's other ways to get exhausted than just physically.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hmm.
That's fair.
I don't remember the last time I wasn't exhausted. It's just a state of being at this point.
Hmm.
That's fair. Newsin, you have a level of exhaustion.
Okay, alright, here we go.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be that mean. That was
A level of mental exhaustion.
Yeah, level of mental exhaustion. I fail all my wisdom saving throws because I make those so often.
Alright, so how long are you guys sticking around this party? Just people watching.
Newson is going to find a way to casually slip that woman a note about where we're staying.
Roll sleight of hand.
I
Uh,
mean,
No, Lulin's going to find a waiter or waitress.
There
Hand
are no
them-
waiters or waitresses in here.
mm-mm.
Damn.
Has to be done by your own hand.
Newsin, would you like to roll
Alright.
sleight of
Subtle-
hand?
Here we go.
The most subtle of things, a minotaur walking across the room, handing over a note and returning.
Newsin, you walk across this room trying to be subtle, and as you're making your way across to where she's standing, you trip over your own feet trying not to make noise, crash into her, and bring her down onto the table in front of her.
Damn, girl.
Damn.
She lets out a scream.
I'm so sorry. I'm not used to these wood floors. Newson's like
oh my.
scrambles up and helps her up.
Oh my, is she like her, like, the clips, the pins in her hair have come undone, her dress is torn from hitting the table, she goes, oh my.
I'm
Are
so
you
sorry.
okay?
Yeah, I don't worry. I'm fine. I
I
made it tough for
understand.
stuff, but
No, I mean, I agree that the mini quiches are good, but
I promise I wasn't trying to go over you to get them.
Elliot, you watch as every head in the room is looking at Newson right now.
Blissfully unaware.
Yes, well, of course.
Elliot momentarily, laments the lack of nom, as this would be an ideal time to steal something.
So true. Oh my god.
Was that? I mean, I think we can probably still salvage a few quiche if that's what you want.
No, I really wasn't after the quiche. Well, I mean, they are very good, but I'm not. I promise I'm not after the quiche. I just wanted to give you this. Just hands her the note.
What does the note say? As she like opens it up directly in front of you.
The ambassador is staying at, and then I guess Elliot, the formal name of whatever Elliot's uncle's home is. I don't know if we know that or not, but
Are we staying at Elliot's uncle's or Elliot's?
Elliot's
Elliot's
house is
doesn't have
unfurnished.
True. I
It's
need to
an
make sure that we're
house.
not gonna go to a different house.
No.
Not that that's ever stopped you before.
True.
She kind of like looks down at the note, and she looks back up at you, and she looks down at the note, and she goes, "Oh, of course. Here, you can have one of my quiche." As she like gives you a wink, Newson.
Yep. Newsom just like gives a little wink back and takes the quiche and walks away. Like
Karak, upon like seeing this, is just gonna like mentally like message Elliot and just be like, "What? Are the quiches that good?"
Newsom puts the whole thing in her mouth on the way back to the group.
The
Oh,
quiches are that
Rock,
good.
have you not had one yet?
Not
They
yet.
literally change your life.
I've had that's already happened before, and I'm kind of scared if that's the case.
The catering's
Well-
from the same bakery.
Oh, never mind.
Yum,
Then it's a
yum,
good
yum,
kind of
yum,
change.
yum.
Always go for the quiche, Karak.
Got it. I'll make that a note. I'm gonna put that in Karat's rules. Always go for the quiche.
Yep.
That's
The
sort
ones
of
with
an
the
unwritten
cheese,
one.
they're
It doesn't
better.
get a number though.
That one doesn't get a number.
Newsom,
That's rule 0. Always go
Mm.
for the quiche.
as you make your way back to the group, people are clearing a path for you, not wanting to be crushed.
Newsom like pays it no mind. I mean, she's been using her scary dog privilege all night. She just assumes that people are avoiding her because she's been mean mugging everybody. Not that she's gonna fall and crush someone, but that can be arranged as well, you know.
So as Newson makes her way back to the group, you watch the ambassador kind of like she wanders off to go find a place to go redo her hair.
Okay. I think we're good. I needed one more quiche for the road. I did not meet I was too focused on making it to the quiche and I just tripped over my own feet. Doesn't happen often.
Also,
but, you know.
every single one of you watched her hand this woman a note.
Newsom's also such a good liar. 10 out of 10 liar.
I mean, do we want it to be a roll for deception?
It's not a roll for deception. She failed the sleight of hand. You all saw her hand the note over.
There wasn't a single person in that place that didn't see it.
I mean, it's more just about because there's a part of me that imagines like Karak mentally being like, maybe they just shy, so they just made a note being like, hey, I actually really do want a quiche, and I didn't mean for this to be a thing, because like they're worried, right? Social anxiety.
Karak, you watched them have a conversation.
Yeah, but like that was after the crash. That wasn't intentional.
I was gonna slip her a note that said, "Could you pass me a quiche?"
Listen, I will keep my 0 insight check for this.
So
Okay.
true. 0, and technically my sleight of hand is a 2 versus that insight
Yeah,
check.
so it's still more.
I'll allow it.
Let's go. Everybody knows what's up except Karak.
Rock knows nothing.
Even my nat 1 as a 2. Better than
God.
0.
God
That one
damn.
is better than Karak at their worst.
Yep.
God damn.
Battle of the failures. Oh my god. Well, it's because, we both had to roll nat ones because Elliot rolled 2 nat 20s earlier. That's how it
Balanced
works.
as the whole thing should be.
Exactly.
So are you guys getting out of here? Post public.
Yeah. Everyone's clearing a path now, and Newson's like, all right, let's
Great
go.
great
While
time
everyone's
to make
getting
an
out of the
exit.
way. Yeah, dramatic exit. Slips a note to an ambassador and then leaves eating quiche.
I've had a puppy redeem memento.
Ooh, puppy.
Aurora, little Miss Lady, don't make me come carry you.
Oof.
The doggo will be back shortly. Oh, little woman.
Where is the stinky woman?
Little woman walking down the street. Little woman.
Wants cheese?
Oh, I love this. I can lower my arms just enough that when I have my notepad, if I lift my head up, it shows up. This is, imagine every time if Newson suspects Elliot is interested in someone, it's just like, no notepad, it just appears out of nowhere, and she writes it down. It's in the list.
Okay, well, Puppy will be shown before the end of stream, but she is asleep on the bed and did not want to move.
Yeah,
Understandable.
you can't disturb the dog.
Yeah, I
That's
can't.
illegal.
All right, so you all head out and begin making your way back to, I'm assuming, Elliot's uncle's house.
Yeah.
As you're making your way through the street, as the night is kind of fully set in, Elliot, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Sorry, Bits, Crits, and Halfwits webpage is loading.
Damn! That's the third one!
Can you fucking...
What's the odds?
Hey guys,
How-
I'd like to tell you something.
That's one in
We
like,
an insightful son of a bitch.
I
that's
mean, you are, but
one
that's still
and-
3 nat 20s in a
That's-
row.
that's 1 in 160,000?
How did you
it's like,
rig
maybe
digital
added-
dice? How did
You know,
you
added-
weight your
subtract a
digital
0.
dice? What is it? Wait, hold on.
16,000. It's 1 in 16,000.
Okay.
As a
then
computer engineer,
fuck.
I will never tell.
I will never tell.
But you will sell that information to D&D Beyond.
Damn.
All right.
Excuse me? I am
Collect-
not Judas. I will do no such thing.
Oh, damn. Wow. How are you going to distribute this information then?
What information?
How you're hacking the dice to weight them?
Hacking is a crime.
Elliot,
Sorry, what's the result of this roll?
as you're making your way through the street, you
Oh.
notice things one by one. There are way more people out than there should be at this hour. As you kind of keep walking, every single one of them is smiling. Widely smiling. Like full teeth, like gleeful, almost maniacal smile. And these are commoners. The last thing you notice before you'll get a chance to say something to warn the party is that every single one of them has two things. A cloth piece of fabric somewhere on their clothing depicting a world tree, and a weapon. Roll initiative.
What?
Yay!
Oh my god, religion's getting our asses. Have you created a...
I did
Active
create an
combat
encounter.
encounter in your current viewed scene.
The game is also
It worked for
paused.
me. The game is paused currently.
That's
Here's the
1,
real
2,
question.
3, 4.
Did Elliot roll another nat 20?
I did.
You did? Oh my
There's
god. god.
The last
taking
5.
all the crits.
This
now all
is-
that's left
Two,
are
3, 4, 5.
Greg supplied the bits. You guys got the crits.
Crits today. No, yeah, Greg supplied the bits. We've been getting all the crits, so now we have to be half-wits.
No,
No,
you.
no. That's
News
Chad.
Newson and Karak were the
I've
halfwits
been
today.
the half-wit the whole
Nu-
time.
Newson stumbled, and Karak didn't assumed it was social anxiety.
It was social anxiety.
It's like apparently the quiches are just that good.
Did you guys just
Also,
watch
that's a
me
lot
roll
of-
like 1,000 dice?
We didn't watch it, but we
can
heard
hear
it.
it. We can
Yep.
hear it, but we cannot see it.
Guess I better open my sheet.
Combat screen!
Woo!
Ba, ba, ba,
It was bound to happen.
As
Yeah, what do you want to say
What
as
is a
initiative
surprise?
triggers? You'll have a chance to either say something to the party or take an action.
our actions have free speech.
Okay, you can take an action and say something.
Great. I will do just that.
I would like to re-emphasize, these are normal, seemingly normal people.
It's okay. I'm preparing fireball.
Thank God for that.
As Elliot sort of does a 360, I think that the party would sort of notice him pull out his spell book, sort of clearly preparing for something. As he shouts, "Nobody dies," as he casts sleep at 2nd level. No, at 3rd level.
Oh,
I think that's a thing I can do. Yeah. let's do that.
nobody dies. I'm not good at that.
Nobody dies. Kill no one.
Alright, go ahead and put sleep in the chat so I can see the effect it has at 3rd level.
Eepity
I
sweepity.
didn't mean to place it there, but that's where I placed it, and I'm okay with that.
You got a lot of people in it, so you know.
There should be a way for me to add, effects to all these guys. Yeah.
Why is
Boom.
oh there he goes.
Boom. Oh, why is there a chest above him?
Yeah, yeah. My man's became a chest.
Because I have a
He's a
plug.
mimic.
He's gone now.
Oh no.
Because I have a plugin that I got for Fires of Eureka and this that lets me convert tokens into rollable loot tables for the tokens.
Oh, that's
sick.
cool.
And I accidentally clicked that button trying
you
to...
You loodled him.
Yeah.
I have an important question, PT.
Yes.
These commoners,
Mm-hmm.
what are they?
What do you mean?
Species.
Seems like a mix. Human, half-elf, and elf.
Great. Half-elf can't be put to sleep.
Oh, you're totally right.
So
Do
neither
with that
can
what you will.
do it that way. Now you have to decide who's what.
Could always just roll a die, like a D4 to decide, and if they roll a 4, then they're half elf.
So as Elliot turns around and says, "Nobody dies," what does the spell look like as you cast it?
I think it's just a blue aura starts to spread from his hands as it just goes in a bubble directly centered on him. And as the party would feel a tug to be of drowsiness, but not nearly enough to put them out.
As
I should also roll this damage.
you should roll this damage.
Just
Okay, yeah, not enough to put any of the party out, but you watch as Elliot does this, and 3 of the figures around you, still with as you all notice these wide-eyed, wide-smiled faces. Just immediately their eyes close and they collapse to the ground, as you see all around you as cloaks are thrown back and knives are drawn and clubs are pulled out, as seemingly in unison all of these commoners begin charging you.
That's so fun and funky fresh.
Ooh.
Lulin, it is your turn.
Wow!
Hmm. I hmm.
I know you love not being able to kill people, don't you?
Yes. No, whenever you switch my thing from D&D Beyond, it didn't have my spells.
What?
All
Or
of
did-
it?
Well, no, it didn't have them like prepared.
Oh, prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm trying to remember which ones I have prepared and which ones I didn't have prepared.
This is your
Because
opportunity.
we haven't long. Well, I'm trying to.
You're a
keep it, like, the
druid.
same.
Prepare whatever you want.
Druidin.
True.
Head, you. Okay, I think that's correct. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I know Earl. I know. How could I?
I can't believe you didn't remember your spells.
Elliot, which way are we going? Left or right?
The same direction we were going before. To the right, I think.
I think we just go straight down in the sewer.
You were heading west, so you're going left.
I would be okay with going into the sewer. Gonna stink
Yeah!
for everybody, but I think actually sewer might be a good strategy. If you can get that open, we can retreat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huh.
I know specifically I have my axe with me because I asked if this was a weapons party and I was told yes.
Yeah.
So. The real question is it metal or is it like stone or is it wood?
It seems to be made of metal. It's metal.
Yeah,
It's
gone
metal.
through worse.
It also doesn't look like it's bolted down at all.
I'm really good at that then. Wow. They put a metal grate on here, but they didn't bolt it down?
Well, what's gonna knock it up?
It's for... I mean...
You can give me
Everybody-
you can give me a perception roll to see if you can roughly estimate how much this thing weighs.
Everybody here uses magic. I guess it is like a full 5-foot square.
I'm gonna. Can I use make an athletics check to rip the fucker off?
Yes. The DC is going to be a 15 because it is a 150-pound grate. That's a natural 20 again.
Damn!
Lulin, you lean down and just
Turn.
you lean down and just rip this grate out of the ground. What are you doing with it?
I'm going to like put my hoof on like one of the corners. I'm essentially just going to fold it into a ball, and I'm just going to toss it up, use my hammer, whack it out of the park, look at the closest conscious guy, and just look. Are you sure you
kill
want to
him!
do this? No,
Oh my
Lulu's
God.
hitting it out of the city.
You're not hitting it out of the city.
No,
Don't run that shit!
Lulu's Babe Ruthing this grate.
150
He's
pounds.
going to look at the man right next to Newson, just be like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Roll intimidation.
And I believe with one of my feats, is it Aura Conquest?
Are you Scalio now?
Well, that's if it's like with the frightened condition. But I'm seeing if I have. No, I don't have I don't have advantage on it. 12.
Yi is looking back at you as as they're rushing at you with a wide smile and like almost light behind the eyes. Like almost like a feverish kind of glazed over look in his eyes.
Ah, they're taking over.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the bastards. So another question. Can I use my extra attack to cast a spell?
No, because
Or-
you didn't make an
no.
attack. You took your action to move a grate.
That's fair. Bonus action.
Which only goes about 30 feet before it crashes down and cracks the street.
I really hope that PT put that grate in there because he expected us to jump into the sewer and not because it was decorative, because we're about to change the the area of this dramatically.
If that, yeah, Lilith's going to. Come on.
Definitely not me loading up Dungeon Alchemist.
Sorry that I suggested we go in the sewer and
I
everybody went,
should've.
yeah!
The game's paused. They can't move Lulin.
We're a bunch of little nasty guys.
Thanks. Lulin's going. No, I can't. I can't grapple him because I didn't take my attack.
Are the ones with the little heads in the corner the unconscious ones?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just had to double check.
Mm-hmm. Those are the sleeping.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Okay, remember, spiritual weapon cannot hit non-lethally.
Oh, okay. I misread that then. I thought I could choose the weapon that it is.
You can, but it's still magic, so it can't non-lethally hit someone.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's force?
Force will absolutely kill someone.
Okay.
Force is magic
thought-
damage.
I was thinking of the spell. Maybe I was just misremembering. I don't cast spiritual weapon then. I was misremembering it if I could choose the weapon, and then the weapon was based on the damage it does, because I was going to summon a staff, so I could do non-lethal damage. But that's gonna be my turn then.
You could just use
I'm not going to cast it. What was that, Sky?
for non-lethal damage. You can just use the butt end of your weapon.
Yeah.
That's what I'll be doing. Also, like the axe has a flat side.
Yeah, but like Lula's not made for bonus actions.
Well, that's fair.
Alright, right after Lulin, we have Nuzin. Well, are you gonna jump down the sewer that you just opened?
Yeah.
Not yet. Well, okay.
Oh, I will, yeah.
Okay, Lulin is.
Lulin's scouting out.
Alright. Let me, Oh, okay, that's not what I meant to do.
Why? Why don't you wait until
I
we all
meant to,
jump in
well, I
there?
meant to send just me to it so I can add tokens.
We're really making PT do this on the fly. I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm a little sorry.
I mean,
that
it's cool.
Yeah. I'm so you put us around a sewer grate. What was I supposed to do besides suggest we jump into the sewer?
It's okay. All right, Nuzin, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna
As Lulin disappears.
Do I hear him hit the bottom in that?
You hear him hit something metal down below.
Okay. I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Haste. My 30-foot radius.
Continue.
I want to. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm focused on the like tree bracelets. I think you said they were fabric cloth.
Yeah, they're just
everybody
pieces
has?
of cloth fabric.
Oh, they're not. Okay. All right. So what do I get besides obviously the sleep spell?
Besides the sleep spell and the magic items that you are holding, every single one of them is holding a weapon imbued with enchantment magic.
Oh, okay. That's not what I expected at all. All right. All their weapons are magical. Jumps in the sewer.
Oof. Oh, do you stop seeing when I delete your token? That's fine. You can't see anything.
Yes.
I can see the sewer.
Oh, I can't. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Now I can.
I see nothing.
Yeah, we're bouncing between the two.
Got
All
it.
right.
Alrighty. Commoner time. Alright.
Oh.
5,
Oh,
10,
no.
15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash. 15. Next commoner. This commoner is going to take a swing at Karak.
Oh, fun.
The man is a commoner but has a bonus attack.
No, this is a different commoner.
Hmm.
Why am I unarmored? I have leather armor.
He will miss.
Oh, you probably don't have it equipped.
Ah, that's why.
Go into your inventory and then click. There's a little shield icon.
Sleep.
Whatever you have equipped, it'll show the shield
5,
icon
10,
as being
15,
dark.
20.
If it's not equipped, it's
Going to
grayed
it.
out.
Going
See,
to
that's all well and
attack.
good, but none of my items are there.
You don't have item? Oh, jeez.
I have like a dagger and a sickle and the sketchbook, and that's it.
Oh no.
Karak, go ahead
Yeah.
and roll me a wisdom save.
Ah, got it.
Alright, so you succeed the wisdom save as this club hits you in the shoulder, and you feel an outpouring of negative emotion from the club. But you succeeded the wisdom save.
Hey, we're getting.
So you're gonna take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna take 3 psychic damage on top of the 3 bludgeoning damage.
Got it. Got it.
Alright. Next commoner. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna take a swing at Karak. Gonna miss. Yeah, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gonna take a swing at Elliot. Elliot, what's your AC?
13.
Alright, an 18 will hit. So you're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage and roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no. Anyway.
You will succeed, so you're gonna take no psychic damage. You feel an outpouring of emotion, sadness, fear, anger, as this club connects with your shoulder.
Elliot is going to. He wants to explore the source of that emotion.
Like where it's all coming from? It seems to be the commoner. Karak, it is your turn.
All right. Karak is going to start off. Well, if I can open up my spell book, that would be great. All right, we're going to go ahead and cast Sleep in around here. I'm trying to place it, but my sheet is in the way. Hopefully that... No, that doesn't place it. There we go. Right around here. Let me go ahead and roll that damage real quick. More or less just saying no one dies, right? And we'll go ahead and roll normal.
Alright, you watch as 2 of them pass out. Not any of the ones closest to you, though.
All right, and then Karak is going to. I forget if it's a bonus action to disengage or not.
It is an action to disengage.
There is
Okay.
a feat that makes it a bonus action.
That makes sense.
Usually,
PT.
Yes.
I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
I cast a first level spell. Which means a
Oh,
wild
no.
magic
Oh, yeah,
surge
roll
is
me a-
triggered.
Roll me a D1000.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
Well, Newton's about to
145.
Mm-hmm.
must be 2 dead cows in the shitter.
Well, technically, it would have happened before I jumped in, because I jumped in after I cast the spell, so depending on what it is, we may have to move me back out of the sewer. We'll see.
A community of black ants explains its loyalty to you.
There's ants in the sewer!
There are ants in the sewer, as you just hear a very tiny voice. All hail the queen! As you see ants, like, piling onto the small scaffolding bridge you're on by the thousands. Okay, Karak.
I'm not gonna lie, Croc's gonna take a bit of a gamble here. Croc is gonna, think to Elliot, when you're done investigating, you know what to do, and just hops into the grate, despite the fact it'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
It'll provoke 3 of them. That'll miss. One of the commoners falls into the grate with you.
Oh.
Ooh, buddy!
That'll miss. A second commoner falls into the grate with you.
What the hell is with the crits? What the hell is with... What is going
The
on?
third one is going to hit you. Roll me a wisdom save.
Got
I
it.
cannot get over how many 20s and how many 1s have been
3,
rolled
4.
today.
All right. You are also going... So you're going to take 1 bludgeoning
Is this like...
and
wait,
5
is it because of the
psychic
eclipse?
damage.
Is it like a Mercury in retrograde thing, but it's like the eclipse has caused like all the most extreme things?
It's duality.
There has been 11 crits today.
Oh my god.
Alright, let me go over here as Karak comes down into the thing, and 2 flailing commoners fall through the pit after him and bounce off the sides of the bridge and fall into the water.
Oh.
Because they, like, went in head first. Oh, I should probably roll damage for both of them. Okay, I gotta roll con saves. Interesting. We'll get to that when we get into the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of Karak.
Oh no, he's dead.
Asleep, asleep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash, 35, 40, 45, 50. You'll stop there. I'm just going to move them a generic amount. This one's going to run up to Elliot and attempt to hit him. And as they're moving, their movements don't seem jerky. Like, they're very fluid movements. It's going to deal 1 bludgeoning damage and roll me a wisdom save. You're going to take 3 psychic damage. As this guy's going to run up and hit you as well.
He's the guy you just moved up.
No, I have a... He's definitely on the turn order as a later commoner.
Rip.
The turn order highlights them for me.
That's nice. Since there's 8,000 of them.
Yep, you're going to take 2 more bludgeoning. Roll me another wisdom save.
Sorry, the sheet keeps getting in the way.
I just make my map small.
As you're going to take 3 more damage. And it is your turn.
Disengage and jump in the hole.
All right. You jump into the hole. Let me just we'll copy you real quick.
All right, let's see. Oh, ho, ho.
And we'll just say that Nugent and Lulin moved off to the sides. as you are now in the sewer, as you hear running footsteps all over the street above you. And you see faces start to peer into the hole. Just everybody tell me what their initiative was. I have to like manually redo it because it's a new scene.
15.
I had a 20. Or had a nat 20.
Mine was. Oh god, there's so many rolls. Oh no! Oh no! I'm trying to scroll.
Hang on. News in. Oh, I deleted.
I think it was
News
like
in
a
off the other one.
17.
It was right
I
after
think.
Lulin. You were second in the initiative order, so.
Yeah. I had a nat
18.
20.
It was an 18.
Okay, so it should go Newsin, Lulin, Karak, Elliot, and then I need to add both of these idiots. Both of these idiots went before Karak. Alright. How many people were after Elliot who can actually make it to the sewer? 1, 2, can't make it. 3. As you see, 3 commoners begin trying to jump down into the sewer after you. And they are not coordinated because they are commoners, so many of them go off the bridge.
Leave them in the piss water.
Alright. Lulin, we're back to you at the top of the turn order. What are you doing? You gonna try and close the sewer up?
Elliot will sort of look at Lulin. How about we go south?
Okay. What about the others?
What others?
One's up top.
Oh, we'll block them off.
All right, cool. Where is the ladder?
There is no ladder. You
Okay.
straight dropped into a sewer.
We ripped the grate off and jumped in.
More a storm drain than a
Yeah.
manhole.
I was thinking manhole. That's also fine.
They definitely did not intend people to be jumping in.
At least not at this point.
Them
PG
and me
certainly
both.
didn't.
But hey, this is the joys of being a dungeon master. Your party gets to throw bullshit at you. And you get to throw...
If you didn't want us to jump in the sewers, you shouldn't have put sewer grates. I'm just saying.
I didn't think about
This is
it.
the perfect time to point out that PT was able to whip up this fantastic new map in zero time due to...
Preparation?
What is it due to? No, it's due to Dungeon Alchemist.
It is due to
PT didn't
Dungeon
prepare.
Alchemist.
Dungeon Alchemist let him do this. Just saying. They're cool. They sponsored the channel in the past.
They have sponsored the channel in the past. I also have like 1,000 maps prepared for random scenarios, so that's really what let me whip this up fast.
But
Still.
also, Dungeon Alchemist.
Dungeon Alchemist is phenomenal. It's an AI dungeon generator that you can use, and they're about to have circular rooms, which I'm so excited about.
Ooh.
Let's go!
The magic update is coming in April, and I am thrilled.
Hell yeah.
There's so much
Dungeon
cool stuff.
Alchemist,
How deep
your
is this
boy's
water?
here.
Well, you haven't seen either of these 2 commoners come up yet, so it's dark down here.
Okay.
That
then I'm
single
going
torch
to-
that is there, not lit.
Yeah, got it. I'm going to cast Create or Destroy Water. I'm going to destroy water in the areas that they're in.
As you destroy waters in the area that you're in, you see that one of their arms is bent like almost backwards. As he is standing up, standing straight back up, like not even reacting to the pain. And the other one clearly has part of his skull showing. As he's trying to like grab the bridge to climb back up.
They're zombies.
They're not dead yet.
When your skull starts showing, it pretty much means you're dead.
I need to add markers to them because that does different stuff to their damage.
So I destroyed 10 gallons of water in the surrounding area. And Lulin looks at Elliot. You said go south?
What was the question?
You said go south?
Go south.
Lulin go south.
All right.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, that's 30.
Newson, it is your turn.
Okay, Newsom takes the flat side of her axe, because there's only one guy on the bridge right now, yeah? And the rest of them would not be able to take attacks of opportunity if we ran across this bridge.
Correct.
And brought a flat side of the axe and whacks him like she's hitting a baseball to knock him into the water.
Roll to hit.
All right. Look, he's in my way, and it's that, or go through him with the horns, so this won't kill him, probably. Well, I mean, it won't, because I'm using
Non-lethal
damage, but... That's a 25.
Roll damage.
Okay.
That hit. That's insane.
I don't know how you want to judge that, because it has... I guess it would just... You would just remove the slashing, I suppose, because it's not slashing.
Yeah, I just
damage.
take the damage number.
Yeah.
All right. You watch as you whack this guy, and it wasn't a killing blow. He's bleeding because you still swung for the fences.
I can't hold back.
But as you, like, knock him forward, he, like, turns and looks at you with that same wide-eyed smile on his face.
Well, I was going broadside swing it like a baseball bat to knock him into the water.
I'll roll a dex save.
Okay.
Skadoosh. As he splashes into the water, and when he bobs back up, you see that same wide-eyed smile.
Horrifying. I hate these guys with every fiber of my being. And then...
The rest of them are 5 feet below you, so they won't be able to make attacks of opportunity.
Bonus action. I guess, okay, here's the question. Can I kind of, like, I guess it wouldn't be quite hammering horns, but since everybody's on the bridge,
you just want to push everyone with you across the bridge?
Just shove the whole group forward 5 feet.
I'll allow you to just grab everyone and shove them across the bridge.
Alright, it's just like, I'm just collecting party members and pushing them forward so we can get the fuck out of here.
You went straight through a wall.
I don't know how I managed that, but you know.
Where the hell did Elliot go?
He's
right
under
below
me.
Grok.
Okay, I put him where he ended up.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yep, I guess I'd probably be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
All right.
Do you have movement?
Well, I guess can I move through? I guess
Yeah, you can move
your
through
all
party
spaces
members.
With, is it considered rough terrain?
No, you can move through party member spaces freely.
Okay, well then.
You
5,
just can't end at
10,
the same spot.
15, 20. Hold on.
Yeah, 20. That's all you had left.
Yeah, because I moved 20. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right.
We done.
7 more of them pile into the sewers.
At this point, they have to be rolling dex saves just to not fall over each other. My god.
They are falling over each other. Like, they are piling up at the bottom of this sewer.
What are my ants doing?
You haven't given them a command yet, so...
Can I?
You know, your uncle always calls you his little princess, and I guess that you're finally growing up.
What? He has never called me a princess in my life. Ants! Stop those guys from following us!
Non-lethally, please.
I just asked them to. I don't think a bunch of ants are gonna kill people. They're just
It's
normal
the
ants.
desert.
Ants kill
They
people.
just-
They're
Ants
just normal ants.
ants kill people all the time.
all the time.
Okay. I said stop them, but don't kill them. Just stop them.
You watch as the one guy knocked over on the bridge right now, ants just start piling all over him.
Well, that'll definitely stop them.
They're still small. There are thousands of them, but they're still small.
I named the first ant Benedict.
Commander Benedict.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
had to
good.
know that.
He's so perfectly set up to be a traitor. Karak, it is your turn.
All right, so first things first. Are the walls of the sewer made out of like stone?
They are made out of stone.
Perfect. I'm gonna have Karak use his action to activate his ghostly gaze. That will allow him for the next minute see through solid objects. For about also it didn't have to be stone apparently. For 30 feet, just so he can make sure that there's no one trying to.
Okay, let me figure
Hop around
out.
corners
Let me
and
figure out
stuff.
what's within 30 feet of you while I just give you the ability
Yeah.
to see things.
Yeah.
Well, I just move you around, giving you the ability to see into other rooms.
Hmm.
That's so fun and funky fresh.
I would describe that as
I rarely ever get to use this ability, and so I'm happy I'm getting to.
All right,
So
that is everything you see. I don't know how much that gave you information-wise, but I can't like
I
reveal
mean-
the map to you, so
I mean, there was a room up north, but we're all going south, so that doesn't really help anybody.
Yep.
So Karak's just gonna use the rest of his movement to how much? I think I got like
you have 30 feet.
okay, good. Yeah, Karak just running ahead of everybody, just like
All right, how many guys?
your mic did not pick that last sound.
How
It
many
was like,
guys were between you and Elliot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As Elliot, you watch 5 more commoners pile into the sewers.
like ants.
like ants. Technically,
Like
only
ants.
3 more commoners because 2 of them already fell in on Karak's turn. Or when
You're totally right.
that happened. Yeah.
And the sleeping ones obviously can't come down.
It is your turn, though, Elliot.
Ideal. Just gonna, go around this here corner, head on down. 1, 2, 3. That's a good old little bit of movement. And he's gonna sort of look at them and see if he can. No, that would be an action. I was gonna say see if he can figure out the nature of it, but that's I think too much. And so instead, he's just gonna do a wall of stone.
How
That works.
big can Wall of Stone be?
About 100 feet.
All right. So you place that wall of stone. As I'm gonna end the combat for now.
They gotta start clawing their way through.
Yeah, as you guys have a moment in this room you're in, which I know looks like an alchemy room, but it's really just like a sewer grate.
It looks
2.
like an alchemy room. Oh, I see. Yeah, there are
Yeah.
kind of some stuff around.
But it's just a sewer grate with like a pool of deeper blue water. As you hear clubs begin to bang on this stone wall.
It's goopity over here, man. What's this? Is this a box or is it stairs?
Is this outside?
That is a box. That is not outside. That appears to be a cave system.
Oh,
I didn't know that the city was built upon caves. I think we should go explore said caves.
desert caves.
desert cave.
Can I open this box real quick?
Yeah.
Before we go into
It's a
cave,
mimic.
It's a 5x5 box.
Mm-hmm.
When you pop the top of it up, it seems like the interior is entirely filled with a gelatinous substance.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Does it respond?
It does not respond.
Okay.
You see
Oh.
like rat skeletons and stuff inside it. But you've ran into a gelatinous cube before.
I have. That's
There is a gelatinous cube being stored in a box down here.
Why are you in a box, buddy? How heavy is it?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to do some Googling real quick.
I don't know how heavy a
Use,
gelatinous cube is.
I'm gonna roll an investigation.
Typically a gelatinous cube is measured between 10 to 15 feet and weighs as much as 50,000 pounds.
Well, he's not 10 to 15 feet. He's stored in a
No,
box.
so we'll
in a
factor
5-foot square.
that down by a factor of 16.
Yeah, good math. I was
So
going to correct you because I assumed you were going to do it wrong, and now I feel bad.
Oh.
not
You could have corrected me. I would
How
have known.
dare you make me feel bad? You're so mean. PT, unbelievable. Sorry, go on. What?
weighs about 3,000 pounds.
Fuck.
The weight of a car.
I'll tip it over and let it out. Yeah, because that's probably all I can do is leave the lid off. Maybe give it a little crank and let it fall over.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
And I'll let it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you letting the cube? Why
Because
are you doing this?
Because
What
if people come through here, it'll be something for them to deal with that's not us.
It will kill them.
Oh, that's true. It'll probably just go into the water. That'll be fine. All right, fine. I won't. I'll put the lid back
It's
on.
too late.
Why
You
do you
knocked it
think-
over.
Well,
Why
it
would you
depends
do
on
that?
it depends on if PT will let me knock over a 3,000
Roll-
pound box.
Roll athletics.
Okay. This will be when I get my crit. No, it's just a 14.
Yeah, you aren't able to.
Ah. I feel bad for him. Who puts a gelatinous cube in a box?
Someone who has the strength to.
Yeah, how do you put a gelatinous cube in a box in the first place?
Very carefully.
Maybe it's home.
I guess.
Okay, so Elliot, you want to explore further.
I give the gelatinous cube a mini
Well,
quiche
okay,
and I put the
first he's
top
gonna
back
try-
on.
Ideal. This Elliot approves of. First, he's going to try to remember, like, are there caves under this city that he knows about?
Roll history at disadvantage.
I wanted another
Wow, I
pet.
really love the disadvantage. You already have 4.
I know, but I'm sad and I need things to love that love me back. Gelatinous cubes of feelings.
There are massive sandstone caves that connect to the ocean under Zrea.
That's so fun and funky fresh.
Oh.
That connects to the ocean?
Or to the Pushbaron's Cove.
Oh, right. I feel like leaving the city is a bad call. Anybody want to go up? Any ideas?
I mean, we could try and find our way up.
I just worry that there'd be more of them up there.
By the way, PT, we aren't on the map on the street. You might want to move the map.
Yep. I solved it.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see any other way up, so we either go back through the wall that you made, or we go this way. That's...
I mean, the cave goes to the cove. We'd get there.
I mean, there might be another way up besides that. It's a cave,
Well,
right? I mean,
That's true. To the caves!
to the caves!
Okay, how are you getting through this water? Because it is... I mean, you never checked to see how deep it was.
I can swim.
The Minotaurs can't swim well. Lulin's wearing heavy armor. And there are sheer stone walls on every side of this.
Are the walls higher than what we're standing on?
The walls go up to the roof of the cave, but the walls are like flat. Like there's no purchase. There's no ledge or anything you could stand on.
Oh,
Those
I
are
see.
those are cave walls.
Karak, it's time for the boat!
Oh my god, you're right!
It's
And
time
Karak
for the
pulls out
boat!
the notebook and like signs their name under their recreation of of a nuisance drawing of a boat.
Really good boat!
Uh-huh.
A boat specific. Just let's go.
Are you sure?
Approximation of the steady grip.
Are you sure you want to do this?
So
Well, it seems like it's happening. I approve.
it's one of those things where I imagine that like the notebook would know that it would need to be a certain size.
That is not how the notebook works.
Ah, well then.
And I'm pretty sure you drew a two-masted boat, didn't you?
Let me go back through. Let me go
Yeah,
back.
go to the let us refer to the Bits, Crits, and Halfwits chat. I will say, I mean, I don't know how well you copied it, but there was a sea monster in my drawing.
The sea monster is there. I can confirm that.
Oh, good. Let me scroll back.
Found it.
There it is. Yeah, it is a two-masted ship
It's a
with
two-masted
a clear, like, 3 portholes, a crow's nest, and like the back area that usually has like the captain's quarters in it. And there is a sea monster and wind. Here, hold on. I'll just pin this.
We're gonna take a quick break while I figure out what to do about this.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We'll see everyone in a minute.
Okay.
All
I
right,
have wild shaped into a duck.
into a
duck?
duck.
You're gonna.
Yes.
Why a duck?
Because I can swim.
And fly.
Oh my.
They get both. It's smart.
So as you sign this picture, Karak, you feel the magic struggle, and you know it won't work.
Oh, that's a shame.
As Elliot, you just jumped in, didn't you? Because you're in the water on the map right now. I don't think Elliot's back yet.
Yeah, you came back too
Mhm.
fast.
Yeah.
We only have 13 minutes of stream left.
What? Oh,
It's
God.
like, yeah.
We might just end when you all go into this cave.
I thought we were going a little late.
I mean,
I mean, I'd be down for that if you
we can.
are.
Brando, you good for that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go till 11 then. Well, we'll wait for... Okay, so you're making what now that you know the magic for the giant boat won't work?
Brock's just gonna
As
think about it.
the sewer is echoing with the sound of clubs hitting stone.
Brock's just gonna like look down and like look at the boat and then look back at the water and go, maybe I should draw something I know. And Karok's just gonna draw like a small little canoe, like a 1 to 2 person canoe.
All right. So you draw a canoe and sign it as an inky canoe kind of manifests itself on the water. And from the other side, you watch Lulin jump over it as from around the side of it, you just see a duck appear.
Quack.
Well, this might actually be delightful.
Lulin sits at the front of the canoe.
This canoe, we'll say, is big enough to hold you, Elliot, and Newson.
So as long as I'm a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. If you get hit out of wild shape, I don't know what to say, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like Newson has to sit in the middle to keep weight distributed. And if Lulin becomes top heavy, we're just gonna capsize forward. So whoever's in the back is gonna get catapulted.
I'm gonna drink the blue bison and just fly.
So it's just me and Elliot in the canoe.
No, I can carry Elliot. He's not that heavy.
Oh,
That's what he
perfect. Then it's just
said.
then it's just me in the canoe.
You and the duck.
Duck you all.
Mhm.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There.
Yes. That's the real reason you turned into a duck.
It really wasn't. I was like, oh, I don't know if I could turn into fish while in wild shape. A duck. Ducks. I don't know if ducks are technically a part of the list, but I feel like ducks are
I mean, when you choose something that's like CR0, I think you could just be whatever you want.
yeah. For the flavor, I'm a
Mhm.
duck.
For the
So I can,
flavor.
so I can
I would-
quack. So I can quack a chat.
Can you at least be a dire duck? Just like a slightly larger duck.
Is a dire duck a thing?
It's like basically the size of a goose.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Is it? Wait, I was just kidding.
Look at the second picture whenever you look up dire duck.
I'm looking.
That's actually horrifying, and I love it.
Is the goose?
Hold
Wait.
on.
Yeah. Show me what you're looking at. Because the second picture on mine is just like a big goose. But he's holding a little bag and he's got bells, so he's really cute. I guess he's supposed to be a duck, but it definitely looks like... No, it's definitely a goose. Okay. Yeah, I'm only getting dire goose. I don't know why.
Elliot, you back yet?
He's dead.
Gone forever.
Okay, yeah, that is terrifying. Oh, why does it have human feet? I
That is a good question.
That's horrifying.
kind of love it though. Like,
It's so cool.
the art is banging. It's really good. Like, I love their like line art. Holy shit, that's so good. No, obviously, this is what you become.
Yes. I did go.
What's
to
the
that festival.
CR on a dire duck?
It doesn't
That's a good
exist.
question.
A dire duck
not.
is not an actual creature.
But according to this stat block where it has antlers.
Uh,
No, I'm not.
there is a giant duck, which is a challenge 1.
Oh my god, this fake stat block for a dire duck that I found, it has antlers, puts it at CR9?
What?
It says challenge level 9! What?
Giant duck, large beast, neutral good, AC 13, HP
This one-
30.
This one's chaotic evil, and it's
That's
huge.
some Appalachian shit right there.
It is some
Mhm.
Appalachian shit. It's got multi-attack and gore.
I mean, you know, with the I'm just imagining replacing the antlers with like the minotaur horns.
Yeah, basically.
That's basically what this is.
Yeah.
I'll post this and yes, Earl, I know.
Here, I'm putting my dire duck stat block that I found into. Is there a Bits, Crits, and Halfwits channel in here? I know there is.
There is.
Where is it at?
God, I hate you all.
I'm sorry, PT. I'm sorry.
I was gifted a
You
notebook.
scaled
and I
me with a
wanna
lot of
use it.
guys, and Elliot told me I couldn't kill him, so I decided to go into the sewer. And then we made a wall, and then the only way to go was in a cave, and then you said we couldn't walk along the cave, so now we're making a boat and a duck, and
Is
and
Elliot back yet?
Elliot,
Sure, I can be.
Okay.
welcome back.
Sure, I can be. Okay, I'm just gonna put mine in.
It's not my fault.
I'm putting my.
It's not
Lance,
your
like,
fault.
We're
You
gonna
left.
take a bio break, and then
Oh.
he came back immediately. So,
My bio
you know,
break
that's
was
fair.
over.
well, your bio break was a piss. Mine was a shit.
Oh, well, you know, fair enough.
All right. So, are you all getting in the canoe, or is Newson flying?
I'm flying. I'm gonna take a drink of the blue bison and
Okay. Elliot, are you being carried or getting into the canoe?
yeah, you want to be in the
It's
canoe?
never
Or...
turned down a free ride.
Okay, cool.
So you all fly into this cave as it gets darker and darker. And as it gets darker and darker, the water begins to somewhat glow.
Wow.
As you find yourself in a cave system as the water kind of shallows up again. And the canoe bumps against the rocks as you find yourself in a very dark, somewhat undersea cave with water trickling between the rocks. It's the smell of mildew and sea salt kind of fills the room.
Think those dudes got kayaks? I feel like we're fine.
I mean, unless they have a notebook like mine, I don't
Yeah,
think
I think there's. I mean,
you don't
assuming that they can get past the wall in the first place, I think we should be okay.
you don't think they'd be dedicated enough to swim all the way out here, do you?
Well, they'd probably drown before that happened.
Well, there's also no way for them to know where we went. So
That's true. Unless
True.
it's like I mean, there was definitely something wrong with them, so
Yeah.
Okay, I think only 2 of you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does.
Elliot and Karak roll perception.
Okay.
do ducks
Can
have
the-
night
can the-
vision?
No.
No, that's a nat.
Oh
That's a nat
my God.
zero.
Another one?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm taking a re-roll.
That's
Yeah.
15.
This is insane.
Bruh.
You
I
got
just
2
used my
better.
rolls.
Good job.
The cave
Nothing's
the cave seems empty.
Cool. We good, boys.
Okay,
Let's
which
keep going north.
okay,
Wait,
okay,
no, we want
north.
to go
Wait.
east to the east to the
East to the
to
east?
the cove.
To the okay.
Well, northeast to the cove.
So is it just like for us without night vision? Is it just like
It's just a dark, damp cave.
okay?
Marco
The
Polo.
glow is only in the water.
Yeah, wherever you see like the bright glow or like pools of water that you can't really tell how deep they are.
Okay. Nuzin is gonna use the wings that she's got right now to kind of judge where she is by like spreading them out and feeling where they touch the walls, basically, so she can sort of adjust.
Nuzin, as you look into that room, you see a pool with what appear to be some orange lights in it.
Oh. There's some lights in this direction.
Lights?
So true. I cast my own light in there.
As you cast your what are you casting light on?
Just like pick up a rock off the floor and toss it in there.
As you pick up a rock off the floor and toss it in there, the water begins bubbling and churning. Before a head pokes itself out, and it looks like a fish.
I made the water angry. Sorry, I didn't know anyone lived here. I'm sorry. Do you speak common? I don't understand. I'm gonna take that as a no, but that's my bad. I won't throw any more rocks. I'm just gonna go. She like takes a couple steps backwards.
You watch this head like slowly descend below the waterline.
There's a guy in there. He didn't like it when I threw a rock in the water.
I mean, I don't. Well, I was going to say most people don't like having rocks thrown at them, but it was in the water, so.
Yeah, I didn't throw it at him.
You
I didn't know he
you
was
didn't
in
know.
there, so
Yeah.
I was just kind of trying to see.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's maybe avoid. It
Yeah, I
does seem
won't-
to be
I
their
won't-
house. I
Yeah,
guess.
I won't do that anymore.
Mhm.
So I guess we're going. I'm following you.
All
Mhm.
right. I think northeast is probably a good idea.
Oh, so we
As
should
he
go.
steers the kayak.
No, we're out of the
Okay.
kayak now.
Yeah, they hit
Like,
like
is it
you
just
hit.
shallow water?
This is
Yeah,
very
it
shallow.
got shallow enough that we couldn't ride the
Yeah.
kayak anymore.
Yeah,
That's why we
the
walked
bottom of the water here is like 2 or 3 inches deep at most.
hmm
All right. North.
All right.
As you head north, you find yourself in a room filled with those kind of watery pools all around the edges. Roll perception.
Only the people that can see, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Well, the pools are glowing, so you can all roll perception.
Okay. Oh
Good job,
my
everybody.
god!
I was gonna roll a d20 because I'm a duck.
Well, that's a 22 for me. I cannot believe
I'm a-
that's another
I'm a-
nat one.
I'm gonna spend one reroll
Okay.
on myself because I've had a lot of perception checks go bad today. You know what? That's better, so I'm taking it.
Oh my God.
Karak, Elliot, and Lulin, you see nothing. Nuzin, you see that these pools around the room, there's ripples going across the surface.
Do they remind me of the pool I just observed with a man in it?
Kind of.
Okay. Guys, there's a lot of pools, and they're kind of moving, and they might have other little fish dudes in them, like that one. So we should probably walk cautiously.
At
guide us
that
around them.
information, Lilith's gonna come out of wild shape. Now that there's a threat.
Well, I mean, he didn't attack me, so can I, like, is there, like, an indicator on the map of where the pools are?
Hey, give me
Like, is it just
give me
kind of
one
like
moment. I shall draw.
Okay.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, I can't tell if it's, like, these, like, waters that are, like, at the edges. I forget how to ping on here.
Remember, guys, to pay your artists.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
If you don't pay your artists, I'm going to take your kneecaps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except for me, I don't get paid for all of the art that I do for just this channel.
I try to pay you.
I
We
know.
pay you in smiles and depression.
Okay, how's that look?
It'd be worse than exposure. Oh, okay, so it's like not an avoidable thing.
I mean, you could probably go along the north wall and avoid it, but
Okay.
as you're kind of looking at this, you see several sets of eyes poke out of the water, big bulbous orange eyes.
Hello everybody, we're just passing through. Don't mind us. We're just a little lost.
All right. Roll initiative.
Oh.
As let me make a new active encounter because I have to remake one on every scene.
Mm-hmm.
As springing up out of the water are
Guys.
many fishmen.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, holy shit! That's another nat 20.
Lulin out here
Whoa, I
leading the
rolled-
charge.
I
That's-
rolled in a way. Oof.
There has been, what, 17 crits now?
This is insane.
Yeah.
I think it is the eclipse. I think the
Yeah.
eclipse did something.
The best and the worst of us.
Yeah. Mm.
Terrifying.
You really
hearing all
said
of them
you
go
left
off.
the men behind, but you can't avoid the fish.
Hey, I know what is in every area around Zraya. I prepped this for so long. Get
That
ready.
being said,
for-
Elliot's not going to stop me from killing these, so.
You can take the fishy out of the men, but not the men out of the fishy.
I
Hang,
hated that.
hang on, I'm
You
Why
should.
are the
It
men
was real
in the
bad.
fish? Why are the men in the fish? Hmm?
You know, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you, but I worry. You know, I'd rather not.
hang
I'd
on.
rather not know.
It's a little late for that.
Hang on, I'm not done yet.
Jesus.
All right, Lulin, take it away as I'll put the combat music on.
Left out of the frying pan and into the, what is it? Out of the frying pan and into the boiler, something like that.
Yeah. Blue's just gonna walk up, turn to Elliot. Are we whacking to kill? Are we
I would prefer not to kill these people.
okay?
Uh,
Then Lulu's going to make a grapple check for the first attack.
Okay. You succeed.
And
What?
Lulu's just going to throw him across the room.
That's another 2 20s in a row, by the way.
Where are you
Yeah.
throwing him across the room to?
You see the bottom 3
Okay.
directly across from me? That direction.
Alright, so you pick this man up and hurl him across the room as... Let me make a
Yep.
dex save real quick.
It's like bowling with fish.
As he splashes back into the water and disappears under the surface, almost diving.
Would you say throwing was my other action?
I would.
Okay. Then Lulu's going to move across and impose and protect the 2
Squishies.
frail people. Yeah, the 2 squishies.
2 squishies.
And then that's going to be my turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
I don't like the look of that top one up
5,
there.
40. Alright, he's gonna end his turn there. Karak, it's your turn.
He's like a little catfishy guy, and I don't like it.
Oh,
They remind me of
Alright.
the merfolk from World of Warcraft or Magic the Gathering.
back.
They remind me of nasty little guys.
Nasty.
Nasty.
All right.
It's
Maybe-
worse than nasty.
The
Oh, do tell.
Yeah. Well, because
I'm
see,
the-
nasty, you can say, is like, nasty can be like / pause, but nasty,
I'm
That
gonna
means
use
you're
another one
real.
of my pact slots to once again cast sleep. We're going to, if I can move that out of the way, just
fish sleep.
right on this pool, like this area right here.
What level are you casting it at?
I believe it is my pact slot, which I want to say is 5th level. But
Yeah, I think you always cast at the highest level when you're a
Yeah.
warlock.
As you go to cast sleep, you see the one in the back that looks like a catfish hold up a staff and wave it around and go "Wah, wah, 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 wah," as he counterspells you.
I knew it! Oh, and our counter speller is dead.
all right.
There is no
Uh,
counter spell.
There is no counter spell. Let me look at my bonus actions real quick because that would be concerning if I couldn't do anything else.
As soon as I rolled, Sky knew what was coming.
Yeah, I did immediately. I pegged him from the very beginning. I was like, that's the problem right there.
You did.
All the rest of them, whatever. That
Which
guy.
one's the one?
In the very
guy?
back, he's the only one with the closed mouth.
Oh.
Karak's just gonna kind of look at like his hands and be like, that was weird, because I don't have any bonus actions that would be able to help in this situation right now.
All right. Back to moving tokens. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Silvery barbs
Five.
counterspell?
You cannot.
Okay. I was like, it's technically a roll, but
But it's not a roll that you would know they're
Yeah.
making.
yeah, that's fair.
5, 10, 15. This one is going to run up and attack Karak. We can just double check their actions real quick. Actually, he's not going to run up to you, Karak.
Ah,
He's going to go to here and he is going to throw a net at you.
all right.
He's going to miss.
Huh.
Which one are
Karak
you?
just
This
looks
is
at
the
the net.
problem
It's
with
just like
having your eyes on the side of your head.
Karak just being like, oh, I remember when I could do that. Huh. Geez, I did that a lot.
The other one is going to throw a net at Elliot. A 16 will hit. Okay, so net hit. The target is restrained. A creature can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check to free itself or another creature in a net, ending the effect on a success. Deals 5 slashing damage to the net. Dealing 5 slashing damage to the net frees the target without harming it and destroys the net. But you are restrained because it hit you with a net, as you watch Elliot get wrapped in a net and go down.
Go down. Hold the phone. How heavy is this net?
Nah, you're just wrapped up. You're bundled up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm okay with that. Move my fingies in my mouth. That's all that matters.
Bundled up.
All right. These guys are fun. I didn't realize how fun these guys are. This is going to be great for me. Elliot, it's your turn. You're currently restrained.
Cool.
And
But I still have my fingies in my mouth, so...
Well, no, your arms are restrained. You can't cast spells. While restrained, you can't cast spells. Rules is written.
What? That's literally insane. It's a net draped over me. I can't run.
It's not raped over you. It's wrapped around you.
Okay, wrapped around me. That's still silly.
You can use your
if it only
action to make your
requires
strength check.
verbal-
If it only requires verbal, you can cast it, but I don't think there's a single spell in the game that only requires verbal. Except for
Silvery
Vicious...
Barbs.
Silvery Barbs and Vicious Mockery, I think, are the only two.
Misty Step, too. Only requires verbal.
The verbal component for Misty Step is fuck no as you disappear and go across the room.
Shit.
Just,
No, the verbal component for Misty Step is...
Oh, as promised. Come here, doggo.
There's also Searing Smite, Command, Thunderous Smite, Healing Word.
I think command you have to point at a creature, don't you?
I'm looking at it. It's just I speak a one-word command to a creature that I see within range.
Oh, nice. So it seems like a lot of... I'm guessing Paladin, Sorcerer, and
Yes,
Bard spells, Charisma spells, are problem.
Aura of Vitality and Crusader's Mantle are also just verbal.
Nice. Alright, Elliot, what are you doing?
I'm thinking.
Held Duel, Wrathful Smite. Huh.
Purple Fire Kitty said, what if the artist is doing art pro bono? I don't let my artist do my art pro bono.
Yeah. If they're doing pro bono, then you better share the absolute.
Give them a
shit.
gift on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You pay them regardless.
I mean, if you, the artist,
Choose
to
to do
art
it.
as
Yeah.
a gift, that's one thing. But like, people shouldn't be asking you to do art, and that like for free. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I effectively don't
you
have
know.
a turn, so I'll just do the strength save and move on with my life.
I had to stop the fireball.
Yay!
You're free.
Well, I wasn't gonna fireball, so...
All
It'd be an
right.
interesting thing, and now I don't get to do anything. Such a bummer, but here we go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Runs up to
They
Newson.
can move 50 feet?
That's with their action as a dash.
Okay. I was about to be like, I'm fucking sorry.
5,
am
10. Gonna try and hit Karak.
Who's hitting? Oh, I see. Oh, I should have killed that guy. I let him off too easy.
22 will hit.
All
Jesus
right.
Christ.
You take 3 piercing damage.
All right.
As
Three
he...
piercing damage.
Yep, as he bites you. This one is going to try and
Alright.
throw a net at Newson.
What do you think the likelihood
I
is
would
that
like
could
to say
just-
before we move on from that, I would like to use my reaction to Misty Escape.
Okay.
And so we are going to... Oh, that didn't...
Actually,
at all.
Newson hasn't done anything yet. He's not going to throw a net at Newson. He's going to throw it at Lulin.
I was gonna say. I'm just hanging.
Lulin threw another fish at him.
Because I walked in and said, "We're just passing through," and they all chose violence.
All right, so
Fuckers.
Okay, the
Well-
areas circled in red do count as difficult terrain.
Well,
the good news is that
You
Yeah,
teleport with
Misty
Misty
Escape.
Escape, right?
Yeah.
Misty Escape
Yeah.
is a teleport. So I'll be invisible, teleport, and I would like to use my. Would you say using my talisman to communicate with Elliot counts as a free action, or should we?
It
wait?
would on your turn.
True. So we'll wait when that happens.
This
I just
guy's
saw you disappear.
this guy's gonna throw a net at Lulin.
AC 17.
He misses. And since there are only 3 of you left, which one is this guy? Oh, this guy's next to Karak. Okay. That changes
I
things.
am invisible, just to note that.
You are invisible.
Invisible. Invisible.
And justice for all.
Let me just double check
God
something
bless our
here.
country, and God bless our world.
Yeah, this guy is going to run down and cast Shield of Faith on this guy.
Empowered.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna throw another net at Lulin.
Dear God.
Hey, fish has gotta eat too. He misses. It's Newton's turn.
Okay. How high is the ceiling of this place, first of all?
About 10 feet.
Okay, so not a lot of headroom.
No. If you flew over them, they'd still get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. Well. Okay. You know, I've already been causing chaos today. Might as well cause a little more. I am going to. I guess only one of them will get an opportunity attack on me, but I'm gonna fly to here. Nope, I need to move. I'm gonna fly to here.
Okay, let me roll the opportunity attack as he tries to nom you as you fly away.
Monchity crunch.
13 won't hit.
No, it will not.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast mirror image, I think. Yeah. Just for a little fun and funky fresh time.
Roll
Which
a
will
D1000.
Yeah. That's really what I was after, you know. For the chaos. 410.
I scrolled too far.
Sometimes it works well for us, sometimes it doesn't, but you know.
I don't know what to do with that, so roll again.
Okay. I want to know afterwards.
Well, it says you learn a random spell that is unstable, so...
Oh. Well, I got 402. Is that in the same bracket?
It's funnier.
Okay.
Somehow you didn't quite understand how it was you were supposed to pronounce the last words, and the spell is certainly not the desired one. GM's choice.
Oh, okay. So I'm flying and I cast mirror image, and you
What
have
level
to
spell is mirror image?
mirror image is level 2. I don't have very high level spells.
Oh, it just says my choice. It doesn't say it has
Yeah.
to be the same level.
I guess that's fair.
So what could the last? It said you mispronounced the last word. So mirror
Yeah.
something. Mirror mirage.
Well, spells aren't always
Mirror-
pronounced exactly.
As they're written in
yeah, but I'm
English.
trying to come up with a fun babble spell.
Yeah.
Because it's not up to me. I'll just be quiet. Have fun, PT.
Thanks, I'm going to.
Great.
Oh boy. There's a lot of spells. A
I'm just gonna be a bird for a moment.
bird.
No bird.
I think a
Is-
bird.
Bird the
Just a
word.
bird.
Mirror I
Everybody's
made.
bird.
Bird.
About
Bird
the
is the
bird.
word.
I would have liked to have learned a new spell.
What do you want all the terrain around you to look like?
Desert.
Yeah, definitely not water.
It just appears this way. It doesn't actually change anything.
Well, I want it to look like I want it to look like the ground opens up under them and it's just an empty void.
So the area within 100 feet of you, so including the area around all your allies, the ground disappears.
But not for real.
Yep, as you cast Mirage Arcane at 7th level.
Mirage!
Okay. So you make the terrain look, sound, smell, and even feel like some other form of terrain, so everyone feels like they're falling.
This, of course, is a natural feeling for Elliot.
That works out perfectly for me since I'm flying.
Just start queuing the Kingdom
So
Hearts.
all movement for everyone but Newson will be difficult terrain.
Convenient.
There's no selecting.
Yeah, you'd think for a 7th level spell I'd be able to exempt allies.
Nope.
I'm assuming it's because
Jeez.
at that point most of your allies have ways to combat stuff like that.
Having said that, this is going to last for 10 days.
Ruin these people's home.
To be fair, they
Are you doing
showed
any?
up.
Are you doing
That's
anything
it.
else?
I don't have anything else I can do. But also, I think they should all have to make wisdom saving throws against,
Oh, there's no save. The only solution to this is True Sight.
Oh! It's like, oh, okay. It's convincing. Got it.
Yeah, creatures with True Sight can see through the illusion of the terrain's true form. However, all other elements of the illusion remain, so while the creature is aware of the illusion's presence, the creature can still physically interact with the illusion.
Interesting.
What does that mean in this scenario?
It means
Yeah,
it's
what does
it
that
means
mean?
it's all it means it's all difficult terrain.
Okay.
Even if you have True Sight?
Do you have True Sight?
Yeah,
Yes.
he does.
Oh, then it is
Get
not difficult
fucked.
then it is not difficult terrain for you.
Get wrecked, you bastard! You bastard man!
Turns out Elliot has a way to combat it at our high level. This is awesome. Let's go, divination wizard.
Man's like, do you have True Sight? Does it matter? Do I have to answer the question? Yes,
Mhm.
yes, you do.
All right. He is going to cast a really funny spell on Newson. Newson, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw as he casts
He
hold
can't cast a spell. He cast counter spell.
He can cast a spell. It's his turn.
Counter spell is your
Counterspell is a reaction.
round. Yep. One spell per round.
No.
No,
Yes.
not how that works.
Why am I always lied to? It's how
Who
I've
told
played
you
for
that?
literally years. I don't know. My last DM.
No, you
That's
can't
like
use
fucking
you
this
can't
damn
use a
thing.
leveled spell as an action and a bonus action in the same turn. But you can use a leveled spell as a
Reactions
reaction.
counted according to,
The maximum
which is a
number of
weird distinction.
spells-
Reactions don't count.
Yeah, a character
Noted.
maximum number of spells a character can use per round is 3. You can only take 1 reaction per round. So ignore this restriction, and then it just goes into the other things. Stack exchange, got it.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
otherwise,
you can-
otherwise, if you cast a spell as a wizard, you wouldn't be able to counterspell in the same turn.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I thought that was the trade-off.
You can always
Well,
counterspell.
I've been lied to.
I'm,
By that, I
I'm
mean
sorry
it's
you've
not
been
paid
lied
close enough
to.
attention.
News and frozen.
Great.
Damn, Newson. Get good.
I'm not wise.
Get wise.
Now, whether that
I feel
fish
like we've
would
run
know
into this
that is a
before.
real question, but
He didn't. He just saw you flying towards him and panicked.
Valid.
10,
He's
15,
not a
20. He
person,
can't go any
she's a
further.
minotaur.
true.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is in a wall. That will be his 30. And
It does
he.
say
Already
it-
moving 30. I
that-
thought it was rough terrain.
Oh, you're totally right.
Yep.
Mhm.
5,
Just
10, 15. This guy also
For
goes back 3
100 feet
spaces.
around.
Yep. Alright, the dude.
Also, hold on. I have to make an argument. They believe that I have just made this area a bottomless pit.
Uh huh.
Would they move into it?
That's a fair point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me roll
That's
wisdom.
why
Let
I
me
did that.
let me roll wisdom saves before I make that decision.
Yeah.
I don't have to type things. I can just click on them and roll.
I do like that it is more than likely that these fish are wiser than Nuzin.
Hey.
I mean, according to the modifier.
Look. Okay. Look.
That one will still
By
move.
roll.
This one will not.
That's why I was saying I felt like they needed to do wisdom.
If they
saves or
have to
something
make
against,
them, so do your allies.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay. The one.
I mean, well, except for Elliot, who knows that it's not real.
Yeah.
But,
The one next to you, Nuzin, is going to attack you while you are held personed.
mm-hmm.
Because Monchity Crunch. It's going to roll to bite. And it's going to roll that at advantage. That'll hit. 5 piercing. It's okay. It's not like they do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
12 will not hit you.
No.
The next one, who is, I think, this dude. Yep. He is going to look at the 3 of you, Lulin, Nuzin, and Elliot. And he is going to cast Bane. So I need charisma saving
save.
throws.
Nat 20. There's another one, baby. Oh my god.
Round it out.
No.
No.
All right.
Oh, I still made the save.
Yep, you did.
Gotta make a wisdom save. See if he wants to move.
Oh my god.
I think that
What's
was number
happening?
20. I think that was number 20.
20 crits.
That has-
20.
that has
Over
to be
20
the end.
crits.
That has to be the end of the crits. We've hit the maximum dice limit.
Literally.
This guy's gonna throw a spear at Nuzin, which I don't think gets advantage because it's a ranged attack.
Mm-mm. I think it has to be melee.
He's gonna crit fail
21.
as he stumbles and sticks his spear into the guy in front of him.
God.
And the last one is now going to try and throw a spear at Nuzin at disadvantage as he goes to throw it and gets a spear stuck in his shoulder.
Having a bad day.
And he is gonna miss as one of his spears flies off and clacks off the wall. Lulin, it is your turn. You are standing above a bottomless pit. DC 15 wisdom save to see if you want to move through it.
$22.
You can move if you wanna. You can leave your
It's-
friends behind.
But if they don't
5.
move, and when they don't move, they're gonna be dead anyway. Sorry, go on.
I'm gonna move next to Nuzin, triggering 1 attack of opportunity.
Why? Oh yeah, from that guy.
Yeah, for the bottom right guy.
He misses.
Cool. I am going to channel divinity conquering presence. As an action.
Whoever just shared your screen, turn it off.
Okay.
You broke everything.
Oh no.
Broke everything?
As an
Because
action,
He's
force
having to
chosen
screen
creatures
capture
within
from.
30 feet to make wisdom saving throws DC 14 as they become frightened for 1 minute.
God, I'm gonna have to roll a lot of stuff. What's
So
30?
that's all creatures or all enemies. Yep.
Wisdom save?
Yes, DC 14 wisdom.
Fails.
Now Lilith's spooky.
Succeeds. Fails. Fails. God damn.
They also can choose to repeat the saving throw at the end of their turns. You're welcome, PT.
Fails. It just means they have disadvantage on attack you. I still have action economy.
Yes.
I think they also can't move closer.
They can't willingly move closer to me.
Yeah.
Which is why I impose myself in the center.
They don't want to move closer to you anyways. They're standing above a bottomless pit.
That one succeeds.
Yeah, but now the wisdom check doesn't matter.
That's true. They cannot. They have to overcome the fear in order to then decide whether
Yes.
they want to move into a bottomless pit.
Just like in Magic the Gathering, I like playing a game of stacks.
Mm-hmm.
So many dice.
Well, it's a lot of guys.
Alright, last one.
Another
one's fearless.
one! Somebody count how
To be
many
fair,
words
he
we
That-
have.
that's
just rolled
22.
like 20 dice.
Yeah, that's fair.
22.
Alright, well,
The stats were in their favor.
he can't move closer to you, but he can still attack Newson.
Yeah.
By the way, the spell says I can make the wisdom save at the end of my turn. I don't know if that includes the turn that it happens on.
It does not.
Okay.
He's gonna roll an advantage for a melee strike. He nails it.
23. 23.
He does 7 piercing damage to Newson. So much.
Oh no.
Karak, it is your turn.
Okay, so at the start of Karak's turn, Karak is just gonna pop back into existence. I do want to ask, Elliot, with your true sight, can you see creatures that are invisible?
Yep.
Okay, so you saw Karak just right over there. I'm gonna use my free action just to let you know what I'm seeing, and that if you would like to join me over here, use the talisman. You know, that stuff right there. And then Karak is going to look at the monster. Do I have clear sight of how do I ping?
Of the
This one-
shaman?
This one here? Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no, because it looks like there's a rock outcropping there.
All right.
Roll a wisdom save to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can move first and foremost.
Karak straight up teleported and then the floor dropped out from underneath him. You cannot move. You are too
Yeah.
afraid
That
to
would
move.
be- I feel like that would just be more terrifying than just standing in it and then
That's
it's gone.
that's like getting a power outage while you're taking a dump and you think you shit yourself blind.
Actually,
What?
am I able to use
What
a
did you
reroll
just
on that
say?
saving throw?
Does that happen to you?
No, there's a Tumblr post from back in the day where a guy was taking a shit. Wow. And at the same moment, his breaker popped and the power went out, and he screamed for his wife because he thought he shit himself blind.
I
Too hard. Man's
Yes,
name
you
is
can use a
Fiber.
reroll on that.
okay, cool.
Also, wait, no, Karak, can I
You-
give him just advantage by, like, we can talk, and also the hole is fake.
Yeah,
By the way,
That is a good
that's
point.
true.
I'll allow the advantage, but I'm keeping the reroll.
Okay.
You can roll one more
Uh,
dice and add it to your reroll.
Yeah. So one more dice and
Just
that
just roll
becomes-
one dice. You've
Got it.
still failed.
Ugh. Doesn't look like it, man. Let's see.
well, it does to me.
To you, it still looks like a watery cave. Or I guess you can tell it's still a watery cave, even though it looks
The real
like a
question
cave.
is, how long is it going to take before Elliot's like, fuck it, just kill these guys?
Yeah.
Karak
Well,
is
he
going.
hasn't, like, stopped anyone.
Karak's gonna look at the
We haven't
closest.
tried.
The closest fishman that saw him.
As he's like
and is
waving a
going-
spear at you.
Gonna utilize his Fey presence to charm them. Hopefully, I'm assuming speech of beast and leaf will probably help with that. Since I won't be able to
Nope,
know
because
if they-
these are not beasts.
That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully they can understand me, and I can just use my ability to use Fey presence and basically convince them to maybe help us calm everyone down so we can all get out of this alive.
I don't think that's how Charmed works.
Let's see.
That's also not how the
Caster.
Fae
A
work.
A charmed creature cannot attack the charmer, and the charmer has advantage on any ability checks to interact socially with the creature.
Okay, so you'll have advantage. You still have to try and talk
Got
to
it.
them.
So,
He failed, so he is charmed.
got it. So just Croc being like, trying to gesture to his friends, being like, we just are trying to pass through. We aren't meaning any harm. If you can let us go easily and stuff like that, we would really appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm gonna
People
say
know ASL.
Sort of like big hand motions and stuff, trying to.
Mhm.
I'm
you
gonna
know,
say roll it normally because you would normally have disadvantage for not being able to speak the same language, but you have advantage on social checks.
Got it. Croc's just like, just nodding, just like, yeah. Hopefully you understand me.
As he like points towards the priest.
Is that your friend?
He just kind of yells out. As you all watch the priest turn back and just. As the priest like holds his arms, it like drops the spell on Newson and holds his arms out and like starts like waving for them to put their weapons down as they all kind of like slowly like drop their weapons looking confused. He kind of Newson, combat's over, by the way.
Okay.
He kind of looks at you, Newson, as he kind of like looks down at the floor and like, and he like kind of like fearfully looks at Lulin.
Lulu snorts. And because it's so damp and cold, there's just a cloud coming out of his nose.
It's still pretty warm down here.
It is a desert cave, after all.
Yeah.
He
Oh, then Lulu's looking so frizzy.
Frizz.
kind of like taps the staff as he's like trying to talk to you all.
We might need some insight checks to know what they're trying to ask or say.
I think they probably want the floor back and to not be scared of Lulin.
Can I roll a...
I'll let you cancel the spell, Newson.
Okay.
As you kind of drop out
Yeah.
and the floor returns.
What would I be able to roll to try and decipher?
It's pretty clear he wants to not be afraid of you.
Well, here's the thing. I can't drop that. They have to succeed.
Let me roll him a
What if you
wisdom.
just are really kind?
Yeah, what if you like
It's not a
it?
spell.
What if you just convince them?
Roll me religion to see if you can flick it off.
I tap on my nimblet on my
Can I-
pauldron.
Can I argue charisma?
I will allow charisma.
I'm about to
Roll
try-
persuasion, because that's like the opposite of intimidation.
Oh, I'm good at persuasion. Oh.
Not good enough. I'm gonna say you have to beat your own save.
I do. Could I use the spell Calm Emotions? Yeah, like in that area.
You could
that
use the
limits-
spell Calm Emotions. I will
I feel
allow
like
that.
I feel
Yeah.
like I would cancel each
I feel like between the two of those, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just.
I'm not removing all the frightened things. I don't want to do it.
Okay, so I
I
don't
would
have
believe-
to. I'll just put that there because I already used the
Yeah.
spell and it wanted me to place it.
Yeah.
Just Karak, like, points towards Lulin and it's just like, just like finger guns their way
Yeah,
and
Blue,
it just
Blue does it back.
finger back. It's like, look, they're cool. They're nice. See, we're just scared just like you. We didn't mean to be here. Or, well,
We didn't want to
Excuse
be.
the problem is I still don't quite understand what you guys are saying. I just know that we're all calm, we're all safe. Now maybe let's figure out let's come to an agreement. Let's come to a
Can I try and wake up Nimblet?
Nimblet might know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tap it a couple times as the pauldron manifests off your shoulder into a floating manatee.
Nimby, can you help? These guys cannot speak common, and they need we can't talk to them, but they're trying to talk to us. Can I get your assistance, please?
What do Kuatoas speak?
He kind of looks at you like, what do you want me to do about it, woman?
Yeah, do what you did with the crabs.
Karak, you can understand animals, right?
I cannot understand them, but they can understand me because of speech of beast.
Oh, good. We're gonna have even more of not understanding what a person's saying.
I know you can do it. You're a god. Come on, you can do it.
You're capable from what I've understood.
She squishes his cheeks a little bit. Please. Can you talk to them? Because you can understand me.
As he kind of like turns and. Nimbly kind of floats and turns back to you.
He spoke to me before. How did we do that before? Did he speak into my mind?
He did speak into your mind. You tried to go into his head, remember?
Oh, that's right. I don't think I can do that without Lyra, though.
Hmm.
Mumble twice if we're cool to move on. Like everyone's good. We're not cool to move on? Okay.
Karak's just like thinking of anything that might be able to help right now.
Grumble once for no, grumble twice for yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
mm?
PT, I don't know a lot about how telepathy works in D&D. If you are able to telepathically talk to someone, does it auto-translate?
Depends on the spell.
It's my talisman. Because I might be able to get
Ping it in the
Elliot
chat,
to
let me
hand to
read it.
somebody. Got it. See, I think the talisman only has the teleportation thing added onto it.
Okay.
Like the full thing says, while you and your talisman are on the same plane of existence, you can use an action to teleport to a space closest to him.
Okay, read
The wearer of your
me the
talisman can do that
telepathy
as well.
thing.
All right. When you and the wearer of your talisman are on the same plane of existence, you can communicate telepathically.
Damn, bro.
I don't see why that
I mean,
wouldn't translate for
yeah.
the sake of progress.
Yeah.
Brock's just gonna kind of like shoot a message over to Elliot and be like, pass one of them the amulet.
All right, he'll give the amulet to the lead priest
Alright, move yourself.
as he slowly. I don't know which one the priest is.
The priest is the one that
wasn't-
still has the little up arrow on it.
Yeah.
I don't see any up arrows.
He has in the top left corner. You can see a little like white mark. It's an arrow. Up one. There you go. That's the guy.
Yeah.
As you kind of hand the priest this talisman, he puts it on.
Okay, you
Pro-
say that's the guy. Am I by someone?
Yeah. Can you not see him?
Nope.
Oh.
I would share my screen, but apparently that breaks everything.
It does. Yeah, there's a guy in the space immediately north of you has a guy in it.
They kind of look like
A catfish.
I'm not gonna. Yeah. Karak is just gonna look at them and then shoot them a mental message and be like, "Testing, testing. Can you understand me?"
Oh, my friend!
Oh, my friend. Whoa, wonderful. Okay, this will make things easier. Karak just like, just sort of relays the message he was telling, where it's like, "Hey, me and my friends were running from some people, some smiley guys, and." We ended up in these caves. We're just trying to pass by peacefully. We mean you no harm.
Irreversible! What do you have for us? I didn't say it was going to be easy.
Oof.
I understood
Okay.
that.
That's gonna be. I.
Sky, you're used to my stupid voices, though.
I am.
Brock's just
I'm
like.
also just really good at interpreting like weird voices, turns out.
Croc's just like, I thought this would be like. It's
I
just
will
like,
let you repeat the noises he made to the party and see if any of them can help you, because I know that Sky understands what he said.
Brock is just gonna, like, sort of try and say the noises that he got from the party to you guys. Like, from the guy to the party. Just to be like, hey, this is what they're telling me. I'm having trouble. This amulet was not made. Like, it was not expecting this kind of thing, so I'm doing my best. Do any of you know what this means?
Sounds like they want something from us. Like they want tribute or something.
Okay.
Maybe food? They were biting us.
Okay.
The only food I have is fish.
Karok's gonna turn back to them.
Well, fish
and-
eat fish all the time, so...
And just be like, you want something from us? Some sort of tribute? Like, questioning to make sure that I got it right? Rock just turns back to the party, relays the information.
If you want to be able to pass by, you have to pay us tribute.
I
What
was not killing them, not tribute. I don't understand.
what would Karok goes back and it's like,
Do
what
they,
would you
do they want a quicken? We can give them a quicken.
what
I got
would
one
we
of those
can
from the first session
what,
still.
what would we consider, what would we all consider a fair tribute for us?
I've got some rations.
Got a water bottle? You want a water bottle?
Back to the party.
Oh, that one I did not understand.
Oh.
It was, I have something in mind.
Oh,
I have
okay.
something in mind. All right, and Karak is just gonna be like, do tell.
I'm listening. I think they want us to help them do something? Move
Help you-
something?
Help you do or move something. Do
Move.
something. Move.
Move. They want
Okay.
us to move something.
Move something. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can do that. We got some strong people here.
Hmm?
As he like begins walking through the cave.
I'm
I
assuming
didn't
that
hear
we
what
fol-
the first part of it was, but the second part was it's a big one.
I'm assuming
The
we
second
follow
part was
them.
bring the big one.
Oh, bring the,
the
big,
big
one.
one.
Which one is that? There's two of us are big.
Lilith's
He
flexing.
he points to Lulin, who threw one of them across the room earlier.
Wow.
Lilith
Okay.
like doing
fine.
like a Superman like.
I could throw him if I wanted to.
Do it.
You really want to get thrown?
You-
Look, the difference is that if you throw me, I won't get hurt. I can't promise your safety.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Well,
We'll settle this later, Newson.
Okay.
A good old toss off.
A good old toss. Do we get to toss Elliot again?
This thing right here, as Karak sort of gestures.
he
to the...
points to a giant rock that seems to be that has like water dripping out from around the sides of it that appears to be blocking some sort of hole.
Oh.
Elliot is definitely going to inspect what is obviously a treasure chest.
Is that there, or is that just? A really
That
well-shaped rock?
is there. It seems like there is a large thing of treasure on the floor here. Elliot, it looks Triton in origin, but as you get near it, he kind of starts like glaring you down.
All right, not mine. I got it. As it like take a step back.
Let him know that he's probably gonna need to step out of the room in order for us to move this. I wouldn't want him to get crushed under it while we're moving it.
You let him know that.
Karak's gonna let them know that. Just be like, hey, we want to make sure no one gets hurt. We might need to have you step out of the room real quick. Just looking back at the party, translating, realizing that this is a very that PT, you are really good at voices, but
I think it was something like good. This is like one of the main entrances to the city, perhaps?
sounds about right.
Close enough.
And
Okay.
Cross just gesturing to the big rock that they need moved.
And wait to flood Zarea because we unclogged this plumbing.
But also, I've gotten him out of the room, so, I mean...
It's true. I have no intention of stealing from these people, but I won't stop anyone else from doing it.
I just want to know what's in there. First of all, they stole it, if it's Triton in origin,
Are you guys saying this out loud?
Well, yeah.
In
It's a
hushed
discussion.
tones.
Brock is just like looking at you guys with a look he hasn't given you all in a while of just like, really?
They
Really?
stole it.
Wait.
We have Triton friends, okay?
And
And
they had us on the back ropes. I think maybe
they did not have us on
They
the back
did not
ropes.
have
No.
us. We could have murdered all of them in a moment, and we chose not to, Karan.
Yeah.
I'm
The
going to
only-
choose-
the only reason
don't
that-
confuse yourself.
The only reason that fight went the
was-
way it did is because Elliot asked us not to kill them. That would have been a
Exactly.
completely... I would have been through multiple of them in that first move. I chose not to.
that may be the case, but I don't think it's a good idea to steal from them when we are doing them a favor after we just got communication.
somehow disagree. As
I just
Elliot
want to know what's in
literally
there.
just shapes stone a canal through this big rock.
Whatever you're making like weak points, Lulin's just gonna keep whacking it with his hammer.
Yeah.
As you break pieces of it away, water floods through the gaps, and the water in the cave gets like 3 inches deeper as you reveal kind of a flowing river off to somewhere.
Can I just give the lid of the chest like a little kick or like lift to see if it's locked?
It is not locked.
Okay.
As it lifts up, inside you see a almost in the darkness, it's almost impossible to see without dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Except for silver elements that are lining the edges, as it looks like it is a set of armor made entirely out of black scales of some sort of creature.
Does it remind us of the armor that our friend wears?
No.
Perhaps?
Roll me history checks.
Okay.
Is it like my fish suit?
Should I roll disadvantage for my
What?
history check?
You
Oh.
shouldn't. No, you can actually roll advantage on your history check, Karak.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Well, thank God for Elliot.
Elliot, you remember that when Breton was telling you the story of the 9 tribes and talking about the lost tribe, this was the symbol that he showed you in the book when he was telling you about the tribe of Sawagin that turned against the rest of the Tritons.
Oh.
Karak, you don't recognize the symbol, but you feel like something in your memory does.
Could I maybe dig deeper into that memory while we're here?
Sure, roll history at advantage again.
Got it.
Anyway.
It isn't often that I
save,
get this.
but-
I'm gonna use a reroll on that. That's damn.
Good lord. It's gonna be an okay.
It's still a 12.
Oh, one of those was a nat 1 though.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Would you like to use another reroll?
it? That means it's 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many do we have again? I can't see
You
it on the screen.
You currently have... Hang on. You currently have 14.
Why not? Let's bring us down to 12. If we die, we die.
That's better. Another nat 1. Oh my god. Like the fact that you keep the nat 1s are still in there. Thankfully it's an advantage.
Karak.
They were either
Mhm.
26 or 27.
This is as you feel Mirror Karak recognize it. This is the armor of the Black Tide. It is a legendary suit of light armor that was worn by the warlock priest of the Leviathan. That you fought with Velkin in a battle at the very beginning of the Hedge War to seal them away, and had to abandon the fight and leave the god on this plane because you could not push through their ranks. He had 13 devoted high priests, each one that wore a set of this armor.
Karak is just like, as soon as it opens and that memory floods into his brain, he just gobsmacked.
Elliot's just like, hey, it's some like pretty good title armor, I think.
I'm
Oh,
kind
that's-
of curious. Nuzin, like, it obviously does not like know the history, but I'm kind of curious about trying to. She's sort of trying to tap into this like seer power. So I'm curious if I can like touch this armor and like potentially see into its history. You know what I mean? Like any snippets from its life, like basically. I don't need to remove it. I just kind of want to like put a hand on it.
All right, roll Arcana at advantage.
Oh. 11.
You put your hands on it as you all watch Newson's eyes glow that cobalt blue as you're snapped back in time to an undersea temple deep under the ocean. And what you somewhat recognize some of the rock formations as much more pronounced versions of what you saw at the bottom of Sussum Cove. As you float in the water, as in front of you armies amass, riding their sea slugs, as they push towards you, and in front of them, swimming at the front, almost gliding through the water, is Velkimbara. As you are watching this memory, you feel, so you are going to take a little bit of psychic damage.
Yeah.
You feel heat across your neck. As you kind of feel like you lose control of your limbs, as you begin to spiral down through the water, watching the cloud of blood drift away from your neck upwards, as you see a figure through the inky black holding a sickle. Roll investigation at disadvantage.
Yeah, that tracks. Investigation.
Or perception, your call.
I would much rather roll perception. Perception, disadvantage. 9.
You can't make out exactly who you're looking at.
Mm.
As you flash back to reality.
Holy shit, this armor has seen some shit. And
can
no
say that
surprise,
again.
fucking Velkin. God.
Brock's
Can't
just
get away
like
from this
still
guy.
gobsmacked at the fact that he recognizes the armor at all. Just like,
Karak, you recognize this armor as powerful.
yeah.
So that's fun.
That
This-
is fun.
Where do you
this-
think this tunnel leads?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming to the... Ooh. I mean, I guess it might go out to the cove? They said something about it leading to the main city.
I
Now,
mean,
I
I-
can breathe water for a while. Can you guys?
No.
If I put on my fish armor, yes.
Definitely not.
You definitely can if you put on your fish armor, which I constantly forget you have.
You also forget that I have an immovable rod.
Farmer. Basharmer.
Technically a
Her-
fish suit.
I'm gonna
Karak,
drop a picture of this armor in the BCH chat. It's just a quick, like, whipped up me telling ChatGPT, show me what this armor looks like.
Well,
But
I mean,
this
you
is
put
a visual representation for you guys.
you could put on
Oh,
this
that's a
fish.
lot cooler than what I had in my head.
Karak is just gonna after thinking about this for a bit, is gonna look down at like his reflection to like see what they think about this armor and what we should do now that we know where it is.
When you look at your reflection, it smiles and says to you, "It's a trophy of war. Take it."
Did you say that out loud, or did you say that specifically?
To the rest of you, it seems like Karak mutters something to himself.
I could roll deception and let you all see if you heard it.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Yeah, I
perception
mean-
maybe, but
Yeah, perception problem.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not in control of trying to hide it. You
True.
feel like your reflection is saying that to you. So
Yeah, you know,
I think
you're not
perception
wrong.
would probably be better.
Or perceptify.
Yeah.
I'll perceptify.
Perceptiling.
Newson and Elliot, you both hear what he mutters.
As in what the mirror muttered?
Mm-hmm. Because it's
But to
just
us,
him.
it just sounds like
it just sounds
him
like
saying-
Karak saying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
we
that,
did what they asked, and we can head out now, I guess.
I was saying that I was pretty sure they probably took it from someone, but you know.
Yeah, but we told them we wouldn't take it. It's not like us to steal.
Grok kind of snaps out, like looks up, and it's like, right. We should I should probably get my talisman back. I can always make a new one, but I'd rather have it back.
If we want the armor, I can offer healing to their people.
We could offer a trade for it.
Yeah.
That is true.
It has just been sitting in this room, I guess.
Karak, you hear in your head.
Karak's just gonna shoot a message back, just being like, almost, and Karak's just gonna be like, they're getting impatient.
It's
Have
open.
them come back in.
Newson does like a whack on it, like one loud whack to make it sound more impressive.
He kind of like waddles back in and looks at the hole and just. You can pass.
Much appreciated. Karak just like looking back at the chest, not sure where to proceed from here, because he's being torn right now.
We were wondering if you wanted to have a trade for what's in that chest. Well, what do you want?
We asked for the trade, so we have to make the first offer.
If your people need healing, I can heal them. If they're any sick, any diseased, I can heal them.
I'm just real one people.
I think they can already heal their people. Karak kind of thinks about what he has and then remembers the sketchbook that he has and sort of sends a message back being like, how about treasure for treasure? As Karak presents his notebook and sort of draws a tool of some sort before signing their name at the bottom and having it appear in their hand. Any tool you could ever want, any animals you might need to help you with tasks. Drawing. I might have missed that part. I accept. Wonderful. As Karak just passes the notebook their way and picks up the armor.
All right, Karak, you ready for what you just got?
Yeah.
Armor of the Black Tide, legendary light armor. Requirements must be attuned to by a character of good or neutral alignment who serves or respects the powers of the sea. Armor class, +3 to AC. This armor being light and flexible does not impose disadvantage on stealth checks. Hit point increase. At the start of combat, you gain 10 temporary hit points. Water affinity. Your swimming speed is doubled, you can breathe underwater indefinitely, and you are unaffected by the pressure of the depths, allowing you to explore the deepest trenches without harm. Abilities. Tide's Embrace. Once per long rest, the wearer can call upon the power of the Leviathan god to create a protective water shield. For 10 minutes, the wearer gains resistance to fire and cold damage. Call the Depths. Twice per long rest, the wearer can summon a surge of water to knock back enemies within a 15-foot radius. Enemies must make a strength saving throw equal to the caster's spellcasting DC, or be pushed back 10 feet and knocked prone. Leviathan's Whisper. Once per day, the wearer can communicate telepathically with sea creatures within a 1-mile radius, requesting aid or gathering information. And Black Tide's Fury. Once per week, the wearer can unleash the full fury of the Black Tide. This ability summons a massive wave that deals 60-10 bludgeoning damage to all enemies in a 30-foot cone in front of the wearer. Enemies must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 18, taking half damage on a successful save. You have a +2 bonus to stealth checks in underwater environments. Due to its legendary status and magical enhancements, the armor of the Black Tide is almost indestructible under normal combat conditions.
Damn.
Give that to my wife.
And you gave the fishmen a sketchbook, not knowing that the fishmen can literally believe in something enough that it becomes a god. So do with that what you will.
I think Krok's okay with that.
PT, you literally just created like another version of the broken frog people.
I did. The consequences of this action will appear later.
Krok's just picking up this this set of flexible armor, like folding it because there's no way he's gonna be able to put it on right now. And like, if anybody is looking too closely, Karok, he is lost in memory right now. Just like, I can't believe there's something from so far back still here. And also dealing with the fact that he allowed himself to take it, which is worst. Oh, sorry. One more time. I think that should be everything. Once we head on out, I should just need my talisman back, and I mean, it won't last too long if I leave it here anyway. I just only go.
As he like hands it to you, and he like draws something on the page and signs it as you watch a Quotoa appear. As it looks at you all, I will take you to the exit. As it seems like he literally drew a guide so that he didn't have to talk to you anymore. As he like wanders away, waving the sketchbook over his head.
We love that.
Oh, that's useful. Anyway, we should be going, as Karok just stuffs, like, gets the armor into, like, a pack or something, and, like, you know, gets ready.
You look like you have a story.
I don't know why, but this armor looks familiar.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
then,
got a
when we
interesting
get back,
history.
All
when we
right.
get back, you can tell it over tea.
And we will end session there so I can decide where this guy's going to spit you out as he leads you to the exit. As a last thing, as you go through, as you're walking through to the north, roll me a perception check to see what the Quotoa are doing in the other room.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Okay, so Elliot and Newson in the other room, you see him draw something in the sketchbook as he, like, rips the page off and throws it. As what appears to be at least a 12-foot long and 10-foot high, like, barely fitting in the room, lobster appears in the room as all the Quotoa kneel down and begin, like, prostrating themselves before it.
No! Oh god, no!
I'm shocked you didn't choose a crab.
I already used
Crab,
crabs
right?
once in this campaign.
Doesn't mean you can't use it again.
No. Giant lobsters were already a thing in another campaign that's now
So-
connected to this world.
We got rock lobster.
Yeah, another campaign that had Quotoa and was connected through the world tree near Zraya. So you get to
Yep.
deal with that now. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's going to be the end of our session. Started a little late, ran a little long. It's okay, had a good time.
Yeah.
Total of 26 crits
That is
Terrifying.
crazy.
in 3 hours, in roughly 3 hours and 30 minutes. 26 crits, mostly being 20s.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to all of our wonderful players for also bearing with me while we got all this set up.
Mm-hmm. Hey, now it's done.
Yep. Thank you to everyone. We have Lulin Bold Speaker, played by.
It's me, Brumbo. My favorite part of today's episode was Babe Ruthing the greats and making Peachy having to create a whole other map.
Mm-hmm.
2 whole other maps.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, played by.
It's Isaac. And I think my favorite part is when Karak stood on moral high ground only to sink 30 feet down.
Damn.
No. Bring it on. Bring it on.
And then we have Newsin Worldwalker, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. My favorite part was definitely derailing the entire session by telling everybody to jump into the sewer.
And last but not least, we have Karakareem,
Nope.
played by.
Wait, my favorite part was passing Karak's number to that ambassador.
That was my number 2.
And last but not least, we have Karakareem, played by.
Hello, it's Dominion Link VT, and my favorite part was Karak not realizing that's what you're doing and assumed that it was about the quiche.
She was just embarrassed that she wanted more quiche.
Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We will be live again tomorrow for the final episode of the Fires of Eureka.
Yeah!
Will our party survive? Will they die? It's up to me, and I haven't decided yet. But we will see everybody then. Until then, I'm going to send you off to the King of Starfish playing some Persona. So have a wonderful time. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is low. It's just low. Have a good night, everyone. Bye!
Good night, everybody!